This is episode 4. We're going to be playing as Queen Robin II, the daughter of Robin, who was the first monarch to reinstate the pact after short civil war ensued after King Asgal and his chiefs destroyed the capital palace, the symbol of the Chain Pact. Now, as always, I have for you a nice handy summary of what happened last time. So in case you're just joining or you're, missed last episode, you can get an idea of what happened. So let me go ahead before we get started with the game and read you what happened last time. Previously in the Chain Pact Dynasty, Baron Monarch Robin the Destined, who ruled from 982 to year 1000. United behind the Oath Keepers, the kingdom had defeated usurper Asgal. Baron Robin Purpleblood's father had been avenged. Robin was a general, but they were calm and kind, reserving their wrath for true crises. Elected monarch for their steadfast support of the rebellion, they were eager to help restore the Chain Pact, and with it, the peace which would have saved Ethelred. The old laws were reinstated, although perilously, martyrs had to be taken as honor guards as Ninethists rejected chiefs who had burned churches during the war. A pact revision council was created to discuss future changes. The nobles would from now on be consulted about the ruler's mission. They asked to secure the kingdom's farming, especially the marches, harshly hit by the fighting. Putting aside their own pious wishes, Robin complied. They knew the realm needed healing, lest new Asgal's rise. They worried, rightly, that a rogue patrician would try to indebt the crown. They raised taxes and cancelled the completion of Asgal's colossal bust. Locals, angry that their mountain and economy had been maimed in vain, renamed the site Robin's Folly. But the treasury was safe. Resisting nobles who were putting their heir forward and the allure of a finfolk prince, Robin stayed true to the patrician consort mandated by the pact. Lord Patrician Altheus von Doom was wittingly fawning, but General Robin saw through the civil veneer to see the warrior who defeated lions in the arena, and the common zest for fighting made for a strong bond. For a while, they were a loving, popular couple. Tolerant Robin befriended and hired a troll, Edel, as the royal gardener, and got the crossbow wood which King Roland could not secure for the barons. For the starving march, Robin bought huge amounts of grain from the coast and gave it out for free, and they sent the local army on a witch hunt to eradicate the one causing a rash of dancing plague. Then an expert secretly diagnosed Robin as a werebore. Help could only come from, yeah, you guessed it, witches. But after the purge, none remained willing to talk with the monarch's troops. Meanwhile, the spread of education enabled by the new printing presses allowed peasants to solve the famine issues themselves, and to question the need for a ruler baked into the Chain Pact. Even the council admitted that the commoners had enacted the monarch's mandate better than them, and began treating Robin as a mere figurehead. Captain Atwater was imprisoned for suggesting getting rid of them. Altheus despised the upstart lowborns and they returned the feeling, but Robin sympathized with them. Tensions rose within the couple. Through these all, the monarch prayed the Ninth to save their reign. They had found the secret reliquary of Queen Alma's scepter of sages, but the doors set to only open for those true of purpose and strong of heart stayed close to them. After suspicious maulings, the High Inquisitor, maybe tipped by Altheus, demanded the monarch be put down as a werebeast. The council saw this as the church attacking the Chain Pact itself, and had the accuser killed. Robin lived and learned to keep the curse in check from sympathetic werebeast lowborns. But the accusation and their odd associations brought their credibility to an all-time low. As Robin made their now regular visit to the reliquary, they thought that the kingdom could not bear a compromised monarch. Just as they decided that they would abdicate upon returning, they found the reliquary's doors open to them. Nobles felt compelled to respect the scepter's bearer, if not for the relic itself, then for the enlightenment Robin the Destined had found with it. They ruled for 15 prosperous years, having sworn to end poverty and help their lowborn friends. They asked that the scepter be sealed back after their death, so that future wielders would learn the same lesson as they did, that one's power matters less than the kingdom. And this is what happened last time on the Chain Pact Dynasty. Please give a round of applause to that which lurks, who is the kind provider of all our summaries. Please, please, please get the claps going in chat. Thank you so much, Lurks. As always, these are invaluable. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. That said, with that out of the way, I saw your message. Oh yeah, Lurks is also Chancellor now. With that message out of the way, I would say it's time for a coronation, right? And you think I'm not gonna sing the anthem? Pfft, you're so wrong. Let's get the coronation going so I can sing those holy words. Your Majesty, it was an honor to serve your parent, but now it's your time to wear the crown. As is tradition, the council will decide what happens at your coronation. Let's get this over with. Shall we call the nobles in? Of course we shall. Of course we shall. So what do we want to do here? The treasury is not doing great, right? No, the treasury is not doing great. Wow, 6 and 6 authority and stability. That's cool. I mean, we do tradition, right? We do tradition, right? I mean, I think it's tradition here, but... Oh yeah, no, I'm gonna sing it. I'm gonna freaking sing it, of course. I mean, to the river it is. To the river it is. This is a kingdom of tradition. We like those. All of us, except Vaspir mostly. No, Vaspir, it's alright. Apparently nobody thinks that traditions are outdated, which, yeah, never mind. There you go. Skeletal recognition immediately proving me wrong. And you know, Asgard coming from your family makes sense. It makes sense. Alright, let's go. Overwhelmingly, the Reaper. Yeah, that's sad. Astral projectile, I'm sorry. Let's go. Yeah, some things never change. Alright, it is decided the queen will be thrown in the river. And so it begins. The nobles pick you up and carry you out to the Treadwater River, hurling you into the shallow water with a cheer. When you climb back up the banks, soaking wet, the Chancellor steps forward and places the crown upon your head. Is it your imagination, or are some of the nobles stifling giggles? Alright, it is time. It is time. It is time for our thing. It is time for our thing. You know, Honest Swede created an anthem for us. Oh, wait, give me a second. Got a message here. That I need to promptly ignore and go back to this. Fantastic. There you go. All right. Yeah, 1,000 years. 1,000 years indeed. Yeah. The Chain Pact, in case you're new around here, the Chain Pact has an anthem, an official anthem. And Stifle Giggles art tradition, yeah. And this was written by Honest Swede, taking inspiration from the national anthem of Andorra. And it is now going to be my pleasure to sing this for you. Let's see what my poor tonsils can do. I hope that the that the volume is all right. If not, sorry. Let's go. Are we ready? This is gonna be sung by the Queen after the coronation. Let's go. Is it not working? As always. Is it not working? It's working. Fantastic. Let's go. In the halls of our forebears, from sea to shining sea, raise up the coal of loyalty, for now reigns a time of peace. Honor bound by noble principle, we hold ourselves instead. For prosperity and compromise shall rule our times again. From the tundra of the northern lands to the mountains of the march, across rolling shores of coastal sands, we shout with valiant hearts, may the pact eternal be. There you go. There you go. This is always a freaking pleasure. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thank you so much, Sweet, for providing this. I am so stoked. This pumps me up so much every freaking time. I love it. I love it. Kaji getting better at singing the anthem every time. I'm glad you think so. I'm glad you think so. I just really love it. The singing will be lovely. 150th anniversary of this piece. Wow, that's awesome. Zugabe. Yeah, I learned Germany. I don't know what that means though. I know what ausgezeichnet means, but not Zugabe. Well, thank you everyone. Thank you. Clap to you. Vastsphere, I love that. So with that out of the way, with the coronation officially completed, one more? Well, you better keep the Chain Pact rolling if you want to hear me sing this next time, because if it breaks, we won't be singing it. With that, let us move on and go to the council introduction. Now that you're the queen, your first duty is to meet with the Council of Nobles. Yeah, girl, Juniper, welcome back. It's unofficial language, I think. Oh, really? Unofficial language. Huh. Chiefs of the North, who are we gonna meet? We're meeting Dragon Pit. Good luck. So our Bill Gates of the North. Good luck in the days ahead, Your Majesty. You'll need it dealing with us lot. Thank you, Dragon Pit. Make a new anti-Chain Pact anthem. Oh, if you do, I'm gonna sing it. Patricians of the Coast, we have Swede. Look at that, Cericio. A pleasure, Your August Majesty. I hope to see our kingdom prosper and grow wealthy under your reign. Me too, thank you. I appreciate that. And then we have the March. Manager Maid, hail and well met, Your Highness. Under your leadership, we'll whip this kingdom into shape, huh? Thank you. The council hall immediately fills with raised voices as the nobles argue. Is this what your parent fought so hard for? Absolutely. And with this first council introduction, I hereby come to announce you the new amendment that has been approved to the Chain Pact Agreement, that has been approved by the Pact Revision Council established by Monarch Robin I. The modification to the Chain Pact reads as follows. It's not about fish. It is about the process of honor guard selection. The additional clause states as follows. If in the selection of an honor guard, the conduct of the region to be selected in accordance with the pact is unbecoming of their station, then the monarch ought to select the guard of their home region. So if we cannot select the guard of the previous region, we gotta select the one of our own region. If the honor guard should fall in the line of duty, they will be replaced by the guard of the monarch's home region. So if we pick the honor guard from the previous region, and that dies, we pick the one from our own region. Should the honor guard already be from the monarch's home region, then the guard of the original region in line must be selected. So if our honor guard dies, then we select the one for the next, which is the same as the spouse. If all else fails, choose the only region remaining. Mercenaries should be considered a last resort. So we now have a framework of reference for how to select the honor guard even in marginal cases. Yeah, that was true bureaucracy. Yeah. Tell me in chat. Yeah, I would say this would probably be Fondum, right? I think it would be Count Fondum. The last one says mercenaries should be considered as a last resort. Resort? I don't know. So it's mercenaries are the last option for the honor guard. You're right, Lurks. Yeah. I would say that that Robin II is probably a patrician. I mean, it is a patrician. This is gonna act as a patrician monarch, so it would be a Fondum. Given the fact that the parent was a Fondum, right? Lelkatlan, welcome. How you doing? All right, the path to victory. It is ambition time. It is mandate selection time, because that's how we do things around here. And I forgot to open up the poll generator, because that's how we do things around here. So, Your Majesty, you have some big boots to fill, and with your parent out of the picture, the nobles will be looking for any opportunity to replace you. When you die, how do you hope the kingdom will remember you? Yeah, I agree for Num, yeah. So, I think that Robin II, looking at the stats of the kingdom, right? Robin probably has two things in mind right now. Two things in mind. Two things in mind. I think that Robin has two main concerns over the course of her reign. Concern number one is the military seems to be a little lacking, especially in the march. So she would like to reinforce the military situation here. But at the same time, she also sees some tensions between the forces that keep the pact together and the Church of the Ninth. And she might like the idea of trying to act as a bridge between the two. You know? So trying to go for faith. So I think that she's probably going to suggest to the nobles of the council either conquer, either militaries, or faith, or one between trader and farming. And I think it might be farming. Like, she's probably bringing to the table the idea that, you know, my parent reinforced the kingdom's farming, but it's still fragile. Like, one bad harvest could bring this down to what it was last rain. So yeah, exactly, Kane. I think that she has that in mind, like going for faith in order to try to mend what happened last time, you know. So I'm going to be starting a poll in chat where you can vote. New poll. What ambition? And it's going to be military, it's going to be faith, or it's going to be farming. You have 1 minute to vote. You have to vote in chat. Boom. Let's go. So it's up to the Council of Nobles to decide what the ambition is going to be. Let's see what's winning. Faith military, I see a lot of military right now. A lot of military, 12 going for military, wow. Faith could be the start of a religious radical period in the kingdom's history. It could very well be. Love for the mandate is great. Brings in the RP of the server to the game so smoothly. Yeah, I love it. I think it's just so smart. I love it so much. Reap, the jarheads are gonna win. So we have 14 votes for military, 7 for faith, and 7 for farming. 14, 8, 7, and you still have like 10 seconds. 15, 8, 7. I think it's gonna be military. Yeah, 15, 9, 7. And a few seconds to go. 15, 9 seconds. And it is 15. Military. Alright. Alright. What? Pinky Money, what? I think an amendment to the pact could be that a noble of the next region in line of the throne cannot choose the marriage candidates to avoid the Darth Van Doom situation. You can suggest that. Yeah, feel free to suggest that. So military wins. The Council of Nobles votes for military. Yeah, that might be it, right? Can it? Yeah, the unfaithful of the kingdom are preventing us from resolving the tensions with the church by distracting us with a foreign war. Don't let them trick us. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. Now that the monarch is going to choose military, I'm really curious to see if the events are going to exacerbate the relationship between the pact and the church. Because if it does, and the pact survives, next monarch is going to be really important. So let's go. Let's go. A warrior queen is sure to be remembered fondly if she wins more battles than she loses. I suggest over the next few years you focus on improving the kingdom's overall military as much as possible. Once you have an heir, I will return to discuss how your ambition is progressing. Thank you. Yeah, she's dressed for the part. I really like Robin II. I'm getting good vibes. Damn! Uland looks fucking terrifying. Uland looks terrifying. Uland of the Astral Projectile bloodline, infamous Marcher Hunter, stands before a blazing hearth, shouting and squaring. Yeah, against yours, yeah. When have the Barons of the March back down from the fight? Never! I know you'll do whatever it takes to put me, rightful monarch, on the throne. Alright, Barons of the March, what do you want to do? To overthrow Queen Robin II and end the Chain Pact. Do you want to start an uprising trying to raise the treasury? Do you want to modernize the army and lower other people's military? Or do you want to use propaganda to lower stability? If you are, on the other hand, a pro-pact person, consider choosing the option that is harder to achieve. Uprising it is, it seems. Interesting. Looks, oh, 5-4? It's very close, actually. Very close. Uprising and propaganda. 5-4, I'm gonna be counting down from 5. So if you are a baron and you have not voted, this is your time. Counting down from 5, 4. You can still tie these 3, 2, 1, and 0. Uprising it is. The barons plan to incite a peasant uprising to overthrow the queen before swooping in to steal the throne for themselves. To advance their scheme, they must raise the treasury to 2,000 or more in 2 seasons. Easy peasy. Wasn't it like 3,000? Huh. Henny of the Pasnik clan. Henny looks pretty cool. Sinister northern god speaker stands precariously in Longhouse crosswinds, spitting as they speak. Chiefs from the north! We all know I should be on the throne, not this imposter queen Robin II. How do we make that happen? Chiefs of the North, how do you want to overthrow Queen Robin II or not overthrow her? Do you want to try to ask for the help of a wizard and use sorcery? Do you want to try to find a doppelganger, try to lower your own defiance, or do you want to follow a prophecy and raise authority? So do you want to raise authority, lower your own defiance, or do you want raise authority? The Everyone clan. Yeah, it's a you. And it looks like it's gonna be sorcery. You wanna talk with Brst? Alright. No toot. No toot. Surely it won't work this time. Yeah, we'll see. Alright, looks like we're gonna have an A. Yeah, let's go. It's 62. The chiefs plan to make a bargain with the wizard. These immortal spellcasters seldom get involved in political squabbles, but perhaps if the queen was considered a threat to their autonomy. To advance their scheme, the chiefs must raise authority to 5 or more in 2 seasons. And finally we have Quintus of the Girl Juniper family. Infamous coastal elder scribbles with a well-used quill on a hardwood desk, explaining in a measured prose. Juniper, what you doing here? What are you doing here? You and old Quintus? Yeah, it's one of yours. Oh, you're against me then, huh? Slip this laugh. You handsome devil, how you doing? Yeah, which family member is it? I'm not, I promise. Yeah. Fellow patricians of the coast, my claim to the throne is far more legitimate than that of Queen Robin II. Something must be done. Alright? Patricians of the coast, what do you want to do here? Do you want to try to overthrow Queen Robin II or not? Queen Robin II is ruling for the patricians in this reign, so keep that in mind if you want to go against her. If so, do you want to use subterfuge and trying to lower stability? Do you want to intimidate her trying to raise stability? Or do you want to use corruption and lower authority? Huh? What do you want to do? Keep in mind, she's ruling as a patrician monarch. Intimidation it is? Oh, 4 to 5. This is actually close. Very close. Very close. 5 to 5. This is a tie. Holy 6 to 5. 7 to 5. Wow. That's insane. Y'all. Counting down from 5, 4, 7 to 6, 8 to 6, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Wow, that was very close. Well done. I don't know, by the way, if you're new around here, in the King of the Castle community, it is customary to change your chat name to the region you belong to, because that makes it a little bit easier to figure out where you are. You don't have to, but just so, in case you didn't know, that's a thing that people do. Alright, that's cool. The patricians plan to replace the queen's advisors with their own agents. First, they must prove they're doing a bad job. To advance their scheme, they must lower stability to 4 or less in 3 seasons. What's that? Bazinga! Hello and welcome, and thank you for the follow. How you doing? Good afternoon to you, and thank you for joining. Let me see where you are. Bazinga, you are a chief. Hello, hello. So what do we have here? We have a long lost nibbling, an embittered step sibling, and a false pretender. Yeah, only Quintus is related? He's unrelated. Yeah, okay. Just finished up with Hoy. Oh, that's awesome. Hoy is so nice. Hoy is so freaking nice. Thank you for checking us out. Fantastic. Also love King of the Castle, so I wanted to keep playing. Well, then you're in the right place. We just started. Melting Penguins, greetings to you. Hope you're doing well. By the way, what you're seeing here, like in case there are some new folks around here, you are joining the Chain Pact Dynasty, episode 4. Oh god, I just punched my heater, sorry. Episode 4 of the Chain Pact Dynasty. This is our recurring roleplay dynasty in King of the Castle. We play these every Wednesday, starting at around 9:30 p.m. Central European Time. And we roleplay here, and there's a lot of lore and world building. If you want to have an idea of what that means, !Discord, head over to our Discord and you're gonna see. People are writing lore, like books of lore. Alright, let's go. You don't have to roleplay, but that's how we roll around here. I'm not gonna say it. Let's go. I have 2 million Discord servers. What's one more? Awesome. All right, what do we do here? Golden choice sounds loud. Can we have some money? Yeah, well, why not, right? Yeah, let me give you money. Why the hell not? What could go wrong? Avalanche, boom, there you go, immediately. And the jousting tournament, that's great. That is absolutely great. That's great, great, great. Oh, that's great. Yeah, thank you, Darth and Doom. Yeah, if we get top. Thank you, Lurks. Haven't seen the jousting tournament in a while. I don't remember last time I saw it. No worries, Swede. Awesome. Yeah, see you in a bit. So let us start. Let's start with the avalanche, right? Yeah, let's start. Oh, bug. Oh no. Ah, come on. Let me see if it... Okay, let's do an event. A devastating avalanche has buried a mountain village within my domain. There were few survivors. Skeletal recommendation. This is the same family of Asgul, the worst monarch in history. Devastating avalanche has buried a mountain village within my domain. There were few survivors. The thing is, we must help. And I mean, exactly. It's not that we must. It's that we are better than them. Yeah, we did pardon. Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah. We are. I'm just really highlighting the fact that the Recondition family was Asgul's family. And we're trying to carve Asgul's face into a mountain and then everything fell apart. Yeah, that's what happens when you try to do things your own way. I agree, Maito, I agree. No, nobody's on the naughty list right now. I suppose the kingdom should lend a helping hand. The other nobles are under no obligation to help the north, but surely they will vote with compassion? Surely, right? Financial aid? We should. We should. We absolutely should send financial aid. Yes, we should. Don't tempt me. I'm gonna give you gold to send financial aid. Pretty easy. The crown is going to get behind this and help those who need help. Past period, there is nothing to be done. Go back home. Exactly, I don't know. Yeah, B is basically C but pretending to care. Yeah, but we do care. We do care. Oh, you can vote. You can. Juniper, if you send a vote too early and Twitch chat doesn't allow you, exactly what Howitzer said, and Twitch chat does not allow you to repeat it, you can just capitalize the letter and it's gonna go through. Vaspir is really trying. All right, 35 votes for A, so that's a lot of money. Simply Voltic, welcome. Just in time. I'm gonna count down from 5, 4, 3, vote A to get free money, 2, 1, and 0. Boom. Send financial aid. There you go. Your funds go toward resettling the survivors in neighboring villages with enough gold to see them through the winter. And Chief Skeletal Recondition skims a little off the top, of course, for his trouble. Alright. So, let's fix the bug. There you go. Easy peasy. Yeah, so many. So now, let's grab an honor guard, right? Let's grab an honor guard. Gotta finance my family's resurgence. Oh, wait, what? Edel? I wasn't expecting this. What? Hello, Madge. Just came by to let you know that the ivy's getting a bit out of control. Wanted your permission to prune it a bit. Your parent always liked it long, see. I wasn't I don't think I've ever seen this. Are you Edel? I've never seen this, yeah. That's me. Silly me, where are my manners? I was your parents' gardener, though I guess we were never properly introduced, were we? And now I suppose I'm yours, if you'll have me. Of course, I'd be happy to keep you on, yeah. Yeah. Wonderful. It was an honor of your parent, you know. I hope you're as happy with me as they were. Your Majesty, what on stellar stuff is going on in here? There are no guards outside your door. Oh, I did wonder about that. I was just leaving in any case. This is great. This happens if you employ a troll and then have the heir take the throne. I didn't know. Absolutely adorable, yeah. Oh, hi, Edel. I've seen you around. No. We probably know about Edel, but we're never introduced, right? Oh, no. Yeah, Edel is so cool. Can we replace the 9th with Edel? By the 9th, the Palace Watch are incompetent fools. What if a less friendly troll had gotten in here? The door was practically open. You need an honor guard, Your Majesty. That's so cool. I have made my decision. So we're gonna take veterans here, right? Is that correct? We're gonna take veterans, right? Yeah, we hired the troll. Exactly, Pinky Monier, yeah. Exactly. Alright. Our parent was from the March, so we get the March. Veterans of the March. We are patricians and we marry into the chiefs. Veterans of the March. I will make the arrangements at once. Fantastic. Fantastic. Yeah, North spouse, precisely. The veterans arrive a few weeks later. They march into the throne room in perfect formation before lining up behind your throne, hands on their sword hilts. Each soldier sports a bigger scar than the last. Fantastic. And then we have the jousting tournament. Your Majesty, the Barons of the March have invited you to a jousting tournament. How delightfully rustic. Well, oh god. Should we support a knight? Should we support the knight? This is the jousting tournament. I don't like to strategize like that, Ephra. I mean, logically it actually kind of makes sense if we were to compete. To inspire people, right? Yeah, could be good training, that's a good point. I feel like that she looks like she'd compete, that's what I'm thinking, yeah. But it would be rude to not, I mean, it would be rude to not support, but who you support, right? Like, the thing is, this is a very anti-Ashmead tournament. You're so right. It's taking place right on the Ashmeadian border after the monarch decided to be a military ruler. You know, the thing is that if we go support a knight, that encourages divisions, right? Because if we support a marcher, other people are not going to be happy. If we support the underdog, marchers are not going to be happy. So I think that to avoid that kind of friction, she would compete. Superb, Your Majesty. I will send your acceptance directly. Yeah. I think that's how we do it. Sure, Tycho. To avoid any kind of conflict, you know? Alright, auction time. First auction of the night. You know how to do it. Let's go! Exclamation mark fund, followed by the letter of the building you want to fund, followed by the amount of money you want to spend. Your options are raising stability with A, lowering military for the barons with B, raising trade for the chiefs with C, raising authority with D, raising military for the coast with E, and lowering stability with F. E would be great, C would be great. Those are fantastic. A, C, and E are beautiful choices. A, C, and E are amazing, with a slight preference for E. But it's up to you, of course. It is up to you. I wrote 20 seconds left, and then I realized that there were 17 seconds left, so I had written a lie. So I'm just gonna let you know when there's 10 seconds left, which is now. Oh. And ENA. ENF at the very last second. Oh my god, who sniped that? Who's the monster who sniped it? Lelketlen. You monster. Oh my god, how much money you have? Jesus, y'all are so rich. Wow. Wow, Lelketlen. Good job. Good job. A fortress and a prison. Alright. Yeah, it's a big prison. Marley and Lelketlen. Big contributors. Let's go. Good job. Finding a spouse. Let's go. Your Majesty, it's important you find a spouse sooner rather than later. Thank you, Lurks. I'll take the liberty of finding eligible candidates. What is your preference? I really do not mind. Thank you, Your Majesty. I'll send out messengers to the most influential noble families in the kingdom. A fortress in my hometown. Sweet. My first and last contribution. So let's go to the special guest here, right? The barons have assembled upon a jousting field, watching from tall stands. The place is buzzing with excitement. A servant straps on your armor and helps you mount your horse. She hands you your lance and you ride out onto the field. Welcome, one and all. We have a most thrilling guest today. As you ride your horse past the stands, nobles gasp and stare. Wave enthusiastically. Cheering erupts and the nobles stamp so hard that the stands tremble. When the jousting starts, you quickly realize your opponents swerve each time they approach. They don't want to hurt a queen. Puts a dent in the challenge, really. Oh my god, it's Vaspir, you're right. You sly dog. I thought you were bi. Why are all your crush men and scaly? That's pretty appropriate trash, yeah. Yeah, Vaspir is... Yeah, this is a trap. Bracing match, isn't it? You're beating everyone soundly. I don't know. Yeah, I know. I absolutely... How can I forget Howitzer? Please don't give me orders. Or, like, if you want me to pick an option, I really appreciate when I see comments like, I would choose these guys because of this and that. You know? Instead of just shouting, these guys! These guys! So what will we do here? Make the most of our advantage? I don't think so. My liege, please stop ruining the tournament already for everybody and leave already. Yeah, I try not to strategize, Bazinga. Like, when I play my monarchs, especially in this dynasty, I try to get in the character and try to imagine what they are like, and then make choices based on on who they think who I think they are, you know. So I try to roleplay it a little bit. So the thing is, I think the idea is, Hildy, be careful in not getting harm's way. Yeah, would Robin flaunt it or disguise? Yeah, I'm trying to think. Because like basically the difference here is withdrawing is like making the honor appearance, and then you basically do a few honor runs and then you step out, you know, and that's a very mature attitude. Disguising, yeah, prove yourself, that's part of it for sure. But like I'm thinking, would that have implications that could damage reputation between regions, right? It might, right? No, like taking the advantage is definitely not. Yeah, I agree. It's either B or C. That's true, kinda. Like, you know what I'm thinking? I'm mostly thinking of Altheus, who was an arena fighter, right? And Altheus has a very strong influence on Robin. So yeah, I'm a Pat, but my father, if I remember correctly, was an arena fighter, was a gladiator. So, and he's the person that raised me most of all. So I think I'm gonna go with me. Yeah. A new competitor is about to join us. She comes from I can choose the coast. Of course I'm gonna be the coast. Of course I'm gonna be the coast. Your entourage helps you into a new set of armor, and you ride out into the field. And here we have... Oh my god! What was the name? Lady Patricia and Dimitra, ready to fight. Finally, a real battle. You're thrown from your horse flat on your back, but blood courses through your veins. The audience roars in support, cheering wildly for Lady Patricia and Dimitra. Is this what it's like to be truly admired? It's you know, it's the gown and everything. This is not the best, the appropriate garment. At the end of the day, you make your way back to the capital, feeling every ache in muscles you didn't know you had. But what a rush! Meanwhile, the coastal cavalry troops see a huge influx of people eager to join up, inspired by your example. It's Robin's humbling moment? I think so, yeah. You're gonna wear a fur loincloth. Dimitra is definitely her middle name, yeah. Yeah, Safi chat immediately back. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. I've always wondered, me too. I would say, ooh, magic. Father was a gladiator, mother was a general, Marshal who trained them was Knut, another general of the rebellion, quite the influence on young Robin II. Yeah. Yeah, I think she's better than Altheus. Yeah, here's the navy. A curious discovery. Your Majesty will recall the devastating avalanche that struck the north. I remember a tragedy. The avalanche uncovered an ancient stone door embedded in the mountainside. We suspected it may be one of our ancestors' tombs. Some locals pried open the door and investigated within. They did not return. Okay, what do you do? What do we do? I think I'm gonna just leave let the council decide here. I think I'm just gonna let you do it. Chara, welcome. Yeah. Council, what do you think would be the best thing to do here? Send a group of northern warriors? send scholars from Quail University, or order the tomb shut back up. What do you think would be the best thing to do? This is close. We have 11 to 10. Wow, 11 versus 10. This is pretty split. 11, 11, 11, 12, 12 to 12. This is very, very close. Wow. 13 to 13. I gotta be counting down from 5 here. It's currently not a tie. It's 13 to 14. If you have not voted, I strongly encourage you to now. It's going back between A and B. So it's now A 15 to B 14. I'm counting down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. And it's A. Send a group of renowned Northern warriors. The North has no short supply of warrior heroes. The only problem is finding a group who are willing to work together. There are a lot of ancient feuds to tiptoe around, but the chiefs finally settled on a champion named Hrothvir. Known for juggling live scorpions, he will lead a band of brave warriors into the tomb. You hope to hear back from them soon. Boom, fantastic. There you go. Why not send both? Somewhere in the march, a group of barons are touring Baroness King Israel's impressive trophy room. Once the tour is over, a bottle of brandy is uncorked, and the barons settle down from some light treason as a treat. It's not enough. The common folk couldn't care less about the queen or her hoarded wealth. How are we supposed to incite an uprising in this climate? We should start by ensuring the queen actually has some wealth to flaunt. I agree, Bon Viewer, I would appreciate that. Light treason as a treat is such a good lie. A shame the queen seems determined to be destitute. Perhaps she's just really bad with money. The barons seem to raise the treasury to 2,000 or more. Far to the north, Chief PJ II. PJ II, why? Why are you doing this to us? Sits before a roaring hearth, 2 enormous wolfhounds lying at their feet. A shadow darkens the door. The hounds whimper and flee, tails tucked between their legs, as a skeletal figure steps into the room, accompanied by the jingling of 1,000 tiny bells. PJ, yeah, PJ turned back to the dark side. Oh no. Oh no, PJ. Why are you against me, PJ? Yeah, King Israel, you are scheming. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Yeah, yeah. God damn it. You are scheming, PJ. Here you are. My apologies. I have that effect on dogs. Their ears are so sensitive. Why did you call this meeting? I may be immortal, but my time is still more precious than yours. I thought we might have a common goal. The queen has been overstepping her bounds recently, hasn't she? Oh shit. Yeah. Yeah. That's true, the watch tried to turn me away from my favorite bakery last week, simply because my presence shattered all the windows in a mile's radius. I'll help you, those fig rolls are worth committing regicide for, but first you'll need to take care of the bees. Did you say bees? I don't know, Trash, that's how it is, alright? Yes, in Dreamlands they call themselves the Dreams of Being, and they're a deadly foe even for a wizard. Of course, their waking selves just tend to buzz about and pollinate flowers. I don't know why I'm messing up accents, that's it. Someone else is a doppelganger? Yeah, fig rolls, yeah. They love all kinds of royalty, protect them from magical threats. But they won't harm non-magical folk beyond the occasional sting. For the next stage of their scheme, the chiefs must lower all regions' combined farming to 14 or less in 4 seasons. Alright. Common tax? Common tax. Definitely common tax. Boom. Let's go. Yeah, PJ is sabotaging. What are you doing, PJ? What are you doing? Not yet, Kenny. Not yet. Hrothgar returns. Let's do Hrothgar. Alright, Ephra, don't worry. Don't worry. Thank you so much for being here. Hope you had a good time and have a great night. Good luck with work tomorrow. We have received word from Hrothgar, Your Majesty. He has returned from his exploration of the mountain tomb. Ha! He's back. Yes, he is. Unfortunately, Your Majesty, this is not a cause of celebration. Hrothgar now marches at the head of an army of magic warriors made entirely from ice. They believe Hrothgar is their ancient king. Troubling news indeed. The traitor Hrothgar plans to take your throne with his frozen army. We don't have long to decide on a response. Do we know the origin of these ice warriors? Hey, PJ! I'm a double agent, my queen. I promise. I work for you and the Pact. Trying to reassure me. Thank you so much, PJ. Thank you both for the reassurance and for the kind support. Thank you so much. I trust you. Don't make me regret this, alright? I'll trust you on this one. Thank you. It worked, yes. It worked. Do we know the origin of these ice wars? The ancient northern king Bjarnolf was rumored to be a warlock who created his own soldiers from snow and used them to crush his rivals. If these are his creation, though, they must be over 400 years old. Huh. I'm a chief and I respect the Pact, and I respect you if you do. So... we do it the only way possible, right? We do it the only way possible, right? We send in the army, right? Let's blot those swords. Let's blot these soldiers. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's get a first try for our army. For the Queen, for the North. We are an overwhelmingly vote in favor of A. So, God, I have something in my nose. Oh my God. You know that feeling when you know something? Oh my God. It just itches so much. Yeah. Like, you know, hair or something. Oh my God. Okay, better. All right. 70% chance we can do this. Yeah, let's hope this works, right? For the kingdom and its frogs and its people. Let's go. And it's a success, of course. The resultant war is bitter. The ice warriors are formidable foes, inhumanly strong and untiring. But your northern warriors prove more than a match for the frozen troops. There are casualties of course, but it could have been much worse. The ice warriors have been shattered. A bruised Hrothgar is brought before you in chains. Roaring with mad laughter, Hrothgar is dragged away to face the axe. He literally wanted to take the throne, right? Yeah, I agree, Maito. Yeah. I agree. Yeah, no, they wouldn't get to the coast. Yeah. Do you think ice can stop me? Yeah, traitors get the axe. So you execute people now? People who try to take the throne? Yeah. Yeah. What happened to imprisoning? We still apply that. On a case-to-case base? That was not a noble, right? If it was a noble, we would have put them in a dungeon. This was not a noble. Alright. Bomb viewer, welcome. The Mystery Knight. Let's go. As you walk the corridors, your spymaster falls into step beside you. She hands you a wooden carving of a figure astride a horse. I hear a mysterious knight called Lady Patrician Dimitra made quite the impression during the last jousting season in the March. No one knows who she is. The patricians want to sell these figures and commercialize the enigmatic jouster. It would bring a great deal of money to the area. Why not, right? I don't think we can afford to sponsor these. Yeah, but people still appreciate it, you know? People like an underdog. Shit, an 8-pack. Yeah, true patricians. I don't think we support... I mean, dramatically reveal that the Mystery Knight is you? What? I don't have another... Can I just not let them do it? God damn it. I think I gotta do it. Yeah, I think I have to do it. Claim your glory. Yeah, I mean... These we can't afford. This just sucks. I think we're just gonna do it. Dramatically reveal. You make your big... Oh, thank God. You make your big announcement with incredible pomp, putting out a proclamation that the mysterious knight was none other than you. For a moment, the patricians look annoyed that you pretended to be one of them, but instead excitement explodes. As the story spreads, you become more popular than ever. Hey, glory falling off the horse, exactly. Okay, that's great. We're popular. And now let's see who we get to marry. Found 3 potential matches. Yes, yes, I know. Let's see the eligible candidates. Let's see who we get. They whisk away the cloth from the first portrait. This is Asgal. Oh my god, I need to marry an Asgal. Fuck my life. Why? Why do you have to do this to me? God damn it. Why? God damn it. Oh god, I hate you. I hate you so much. That's not the reaction I was hoping for. What's wrong with Asgal? Asgal was the person who literally broke the Chain Pact. The usurper who broke the Chain Pact in episode 1. God. Yeah, now I do. Now I do. Ask me again in the second Melted Penguins. The universe does have a sense of humor. God damn it. Surely this doesn't mean anything. I mean, we'll see. So, Melting Penguins want to see how much money you have. You have 4,200. Bomb viewer, I'm pretty sure you're in the game. You are in the game. You're probably referring to the fact that the extension doesn't boot up, but you are in the game. You can vote. Don't worry, the extension fixes itself. If it doesn't, try refreshing and waiting a few minutes. You are in the game and you can vote. Don't worry. Yeah, the extension and the game are two different things. If the extension doesn't work, the game still registers you as inside in the game. What finful? So let's see. This is Asgal, firstborn son of the Northern CEO Findus clan. Apparently, the Northerners have nicknamed him Wind Speaker. Can't imagine why. I've heard he spends most of his time playing cards or making wagers with friends and hangers-on. People say he nurses a grudge, though. I can see the appeal, I suppose. Oh, you just realized? Yeah. From the coast, we have Octavia, the wealthy heiress to Lord Patrician Risk Player's estate. I mean, just look at her. She's gorgeous, and apparently she's got a silver tongue, too. She's also an obsessive collector of rare books. She'll splash out thousands for the right edition, and apparently she has a dark side, though I don't know much more about that. Like the sound of her, of course. Why did we send that guy? Yeah, why did you send that guy? Asco. That's a good one, Shara. God damn it. I don't think we can, Howitzer. Oh my god, you're right, Kana. That is... And finally we have the March's offering. Helamin, scion of the prestigious Battle of Kana bloodline. A typical Baroness, really loud and brash and self-absorbed, but mostly well-meaning. She had a meaningful encounter with a wizard a few years ago, and now she spends most of her time brewing strange potions. Oh, and she's not popular with the peasantry. Something about her sets their teeth on edge. Sounds like a laugh. A nervous laugh. What do you think? Of course, by picking a candidate, you linger the other regions. I have made my decision. I refuse to marry any of them. You fell for it, huh? You fell for it for a second there. So it's the north. It's Asgel of the sounds good. My heart. Yeah. It's Asgel. It solves a lot of issues. Yeah, see? It's Asgel of the north. Over their rejection for nepotism intentionally pushed... Wait, what were you saying? Intentionally pushed for the worst northern marriage candidate imaginable. That might be the case, yeah. That might be the case. That might be the case. I like it. Well, it's Asgel. Excellent, I'll make the arrangements. This is not a good omen. The fanfiction becoming canon, yeah. Anchored a few miles from the sunny coast, Lady Patricia Hesperus has invited her closest confidants aboard her yacht. Hesperus, why are you doing this to me? Plenty more fish in the sea. Good one. Good one. We're just playing cards. Yeah, sure. The kingdom's fine. No one's calling for the queen's advisors to resign. We need to step it up. More chaos, more panic. And Lelketlen. Damn you. Then we can swoop in and offer the queen an olive branch. Indeed, and if she doesn't want to take it, we'll smack her with it until she gives in. The patrician's aim is to lower stability to 4 or less. God damn it. Plenty of glorb in the sea. Yeah. PJ, you are in the game, don't worry. So what do we do here? Do we want to do Unity? Why not? Unity sounds like a good idea. I like it. Yeah, better than Monarch's vote. Yeah, let's do it. I just want friends. Oh, no worries, Melting Penguins. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hope you had a good time. And good luck with the appointment. Take care. So, Dynasty had Fever Dreams. This is the moment I was freaking waiting for. 2 Dynasty events. 2 Dynasty events. Double Dynasty. The past is coming back to haunt us. God damn it. Well, this is gonna be interesting. A Werebore Warrior Queen sounds rather badass. It does. Another demon on the throne. Yeah. Yeah. So we do the presses first. And then we do the Fever Dreams the night before the royal wedding. Alright? This is what we do. I think. Or the night after. First, the presses though. Howitzer, hi. Howitzer, hello. Hello, Howitzer. It's very interesting that you, of all people, are here talking to me about the presses. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. Your Serene Highness, some anonymous firebrand in the coast is spreading most inflammatory pamphlets. They're casting aspersions against you. And now you want to... And now you're gonna tell me to shut it down, right? Against freedom of speech, right? Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, right? Who's right now? You're gonna go back to Kane with your tail between your legs. I couldn't. I had to, one viewer. I had to. The pact demands it. It kicked you out of the game? I'm ready to bet it hasn't. There you are, you're still in the game. The extension sometimes kicks people out, but you're still in the game, even if you're not in the extension. I drank a lot of wine. What's new? Something's different this time. They're not just calling you a bad queen, they're criticizing the very concept of monarchy. This is republicanism, and not in Kurth, but in our very own kingdom. What should we do? Behead them all. That's not what I meant, sorry. Yeah, the extension is held together by thoughts and prayers, yeah. Track down the printers responsible. Anyone carrying such a pamphlet shall be killed on the spot. Forbid use of printed presses? No. Allow the pamphlets to circulate. I think it's either A or C, right? A or D, sorry. I think it would be A. I think it would be A. Atwater's idea is haunting you? Yeah. I think it would be A. You know? I'm gonna call for unity. I'm gonna say A is probably okay. It's probably what Robin would go for. But D is valid. Like, I think that Robin would say, I would track down the printers responsible, but I trust your judgment, Council. What do you want to do? A or D, I think. Tater tots and bears. Oh, this is interesting. 11 to 8. This is gonna be a close vote. This is going to be a close vote. 12 to 9. Yeah, don't worry. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. 13 to 9. 15 to 10. It's still close. Yeah, see, 16 to 12. This is very close. Of course, Bazinga. Let me check. You're in. There you are. Yeah, generally when the extension tells you you're not in, you're probably in if you joined. It's 17 to 12. It's still very close, so if you want to vote, counting down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. So we're going to track down the printers responsible. But yeah, Bazinga, you're in. I saw Juniper also trying to join again. But yeah, you're in. Like, trust me, you're in. Even if the extension doesn't see you. I've seen this countless times. I will find these troublemakers, Your Majesty. Rest assured. But your spymaster's confidence is unwarranted. The culprits cannot be uncovered, and anti-monarchist pamphlets are smuggled across the kingdom in panic crates and bales of in panic crates, in packing crates and bales of hay. For the first time, people across the kingdom seriously contemplate the idea of a republic, but for now it remains a fringe faction of rabble-rousers and radicals. At least the good part of that option is that it wasn't open repression, but it was the spymaster trying to track down the printers, so the public doesn't really know that we tried to do something about it. Panic rates. So do we do the Fear Dreams before our marriage or after? I think after. I think the night after. It's like, okay, now we're officially before you say? What's the funniest? Before it makes for a very shitty royal wedding. Like, I'm thinking bad dreams will be assumed to be pre-wedding nerves. Oh, that's a great point. Yeah, let's do that. No, I like the idea of before. Yeah, let's do that. I like that. Yeah, let's go. Fever dreams. Ever since you were a child, you've had strange urges. Whenever you asked your parent about them, they brushed it off, but now things have taken a turn for the worse. You've always had a love of rich meat, not unusual for a royal, but now your hunger is insatiable. Your dreams have become vivid and disturbing. Screams echo through the woods as your jaws bite beast and human alike. The council has noticed your lack of sleep. Your parent never prepared you for this. Something must be done. And I love the idea of Askel just totally oblivious and super happy, and meanwhile Robin II is sweating bullets and restraining cannibalistic urges. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. And, you know, I think that fling or whatever it was with the fish was probably a connection on a level of like, we're both a little beastie, you know? Bestial or something in a way. My lycanthrope monarch always gets killed. Yeah, something must be done. Council has noticed your lack of sleep. Your parent never prepared you for this. Something must be done, yeah. Huh. Would we go for Woodwitch though? Why? So, Physician is the mild answer. Ignore it? I don't think so. Go hunting could be an option. I think it's either go hunting. Folk remedies make sense. Do we know though that our parent was friendly with the commoners? Like, do we know in like does Robin II know? Yes. Oh, they got blamed for it. You're right. They got blamed. Yeah, right? They were rather close, help the poor and all that. I think Robin might actually realize. Since, you know, with the whole High Inquisitor thing. Be like, oh shit, this is real. For some reason, I'm feeling drawn to the hunting. I imagine Robin II as a very active person, not that bookish. You know? And again, like, I don't remember what hunting does as an option, and I try not to strategize that way. And don't tell me, I like not remembering outcomes. Don't succumb to your hunting urges. I don't know. Robin also will have access to her parents' records, would probably include... I don't think it does. I think Robin would have wanted to cover that up. Yeah, it's more bronze than brains, right? She definitely has brains, but it's not bronze versus brains. It's more... I don't know what's so authoritarian about this, but... I think Robin went hunting, for sure. I think it's hunting. I'm feeling Robin as a very active physical person. I'm gonna go hunting. You set out on your steed and spend a weekend preying on game in the Blackwhale, the dark and ancient forest not far from the capital. Yet stranger just creep in, like you want to jump on your prey and rip them apart with your own teeth. The dreams only grow more vivid. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh, that's not good. That is not good, let me tell you. Your wedding to Asgal is naturally the talk of the kingdom. For a week and a day, the capital is one giant party. Everything is fine. Everything is fine, and soon you're standing in St. Bertrand's Cathedral with Asgal at your side. What could go wrong? Do you take this man as your lawfully wedded husband? I do. Then I pronounce you queen and husband. After the wedding, of course, there's a feast, and after the feast, a dance. At the feast, your new husband Asgal delivers a long, rambling speech that puts everyone to sleep. Shut up, Asgal. By the time I found herself alone with Asgal, it's past midnight, and I've never felt more tired. What a wonderful occasion that was. Not a patch on a proper northern wedding, of course. Is it really a wedding if there isn't at least one axe fight at the altar? Let's fight now. Let's fight now. Oh god, wait. There's a verb that I'm thinking of in Italian. Let me see if that exists in... it doesn't. Unfortunate. I guess rip apart is the closest thing I can think of. Let's fight. Let's fight now. If you really wanted to fight, I'm gonna rip you apart. Yeah, of course you would. Show me. I'll show you. Don't try me. Nah, it's... The verb is sbranare. Sbranare means to eat savagely in the way carnivorous animals do. So it has a connotation of something that you do with your teeth in a very wild and frenzied way. Mauled? Mauled can also be with claws, right? It means to banana. Sbranare. It's something you do with your teeth in a frenzied way, very wild and messy, when you're extremely hungry. I thought of devour. Raslin also. Hi, welcome back. Long time to see. How you doing? I was thinking of devour, but divorare is the Italian for that. So sbranare is even stronger than that. Divorare, at least in Italian, it has a connotation of just eating very, very fast, you know, and a lot. Whereas sbranare has that animalistic and frenzied way of doing it too. Ravage, yeah, but that's not exclusively teeth. Yeah, fressen, exactly. Like something like fressen. But even more frenzied. Hi, Riceling. In Italian? Let me write it in chat. There you go. That's it. Yeah, a more feral feel to the world. Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Anyway, I think that's what Queen Robin II says. Is it really a wedding if there isn't at least one axe fight at the altar? If you want, we can fight now. I'm gonna do that to you. You're so hungry you don't have time to care about manners. It's like you are an animal and you're so hungry that you're just gonna dive in there and tear it apart and barely chew stuff and yeah. Yeah. It's an unpleasant thing. I hope you're not feeling homesick already. Of course not, I never get homesick actually. I can't abide people waste time dwelling on the past. Okay. Tell me something you're passionate about. I like to have a flutter at the card table. I have a foolproof method for winning big. I haven't perfected it yet, but when I do, I'm sure to make back the money I've lost. That's so interesting. Let's continue. You gently fall asleep to the sound of Asgal droning on about himself. That's so not what I wanted. I'm starting to get a feel for Robin. I'm starting to get a feel. More instinctive. And I feel that like her instinct is getting stronger now. This Asgal is cool. I say we keep him. Mansplainer alert. So, a new trend, a whiskey raid. Wait, oh my god, what is this? What are these events? A risky wage, a debt collection first. The council session has ended for the day. So you're quite surprised when Lord Patrician Sleep's Lap corners you in a back passage of your castle just before dusk. Greetings, your Serene Highness. Apologies for surprising you like this, but I have an urgent matter that I thought you'd want to hear in private before I go to the council. Your husband, the king consort, how can I put this? He owes me a lot of money. Gambling debts mainly. He borrowed quite a lot from me to recover some lost funds, but now it's time to collect. And he's been avoiding me. 2,000? I can't help you with this. I can't help you with this. That's unfortunate, your esteemed highness. Still, I thank you for your time. He scurries away into the darkness of your corridors. During council's next session, Lord Patrician Sleep's Lap levels the same accusation against Askel, only this time in public. Yeah, he owns... He is freaking... At this stage, you're powerless to step in. A council vote will determine Askel's fate. They're not my debts, technically. Forgive Askel's debts and force Patrician Sleep's Lap to absorb the losses. Force the other chiefs to cover the king's consort's debts. That's your choice. That's your choice. That is your choice. I'm gonna be more than happy to see how you decide to solve the solution here. Me neither. Yeah, these suck. Those are certainly choices, yeah. I mean, if I may be honest, the chiefs sent the candidate. So it would kind of make sense if the chiefs paid for it. Who is this honest chief who's voting for it? Morgrave. Can we get some lore for this? Huh? Why should the North pay for a gambler? Because they selected him for as consort. But that's my take. 10 to 17. I'm gonna count down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Boom. Let's go. We would have sent better. A fitting compromise, some would say, but the chiefs are unhappy about recovering for the king consort. Reasonable. Asgal awkwardly avoids your gaze as Lord Patrician Sleep's Lap starts to count out his coins. And now let's see what the risky wager is. You know, since the Silver Sailors haven't had a leader to control the frantic power vacuum, payments up the real treasury haven't been made once since Water's imprisonment. It shows. It really shows. Ephra. Low. Hold on to your masks, hats, and other accessories. Everyone, Chief Morgrim Moon is about to lose a huge amount of money. Tell us more, Morgrim. And Ephra. We've bet our life savings on a boat race around the coast, and I am sure to win the day. Morgrim, why would you do this? Is this one of your adventures to try to find some stories? I'd like to declare this is a climate and not Inga. You don't want Inga to die. Alright, Bond viewer, thanks so much for being here. Glad you had a good time. Take care and have a good night. Because Inga gets seasick. Oh, right. I think that was in your lore right from the start. So sure, in fact, that I petitioned the council to officially sponsor my voyage. What makes you so sure? Depths below, your August Majesty, I'm a patrician. We practically learn to sail before we can walk. He's talking rubbish, your Majesty. My nice little carve will easily beat the Ephra Bulbizar's old trireme. If you sponsor anyone, sponsor me. What's a carve? I want to know now, wait. Let me see what carve is. A carve. What? Carve, ship. A small type of longship with broad hull, somewhat similar to the ocean-going Knar cargo ship. Carve ship. Cool. Cool stuff. But a clanmate returned from Saal, so I'm throwing them under the bus. Makes sense. So we cannot sponsor both. So I think we shouldn't support anyone here, right? Or we could support the patricians since we are patrician monarch. We could do that. God, I would have loved to sponsor both. God, what do I do here? Won't vote to spend chief wealth to cover your husband's debt? You should pay back the favor. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna let you decide. I'm gonna let you decide. I don't know. I'm very conflicted. I'm very conflicted if I should sponsor anyone, to be quite honest. Like, I think that declining to support is a valid option here. Yeah, paying back the chiefs could be a good compromise. But I don't know. I might just as well decline to support, I think. Yeah. I think it's reasonable if we end up doing that. It's 11 to 11? No freaking way, it's a tie. 11 to 12? Wow. That's insane. That's true, that's true. 13? I'm gonna count down from 5. 4, it's 11 to 13, so if you haven't voted, do vote. 3. 13 to 13, 2. 1. And 0. No fucking way, it's a tie, I hate you. This is paying 1 chief. You're right, this money actually goes to only 1 chief. I think I'm gonna decline. I think I'm gonna decline. Yeah, I know, but I think I'm gonna decline. No. This shows favoritism, and I don't think I want to do it. Yeah. What? Are you really so cheap? Yeah, sorry, Margaret. Excitement builds as merchants and tourists flock to the starting town. Soon, both boats embark on their journey. They look very small and flimsy against the vast ocean backdrop. Your esteemed highness, I understand you elected not to sponsor the competitors, but surely you have a sense that one will outdo the other. Would you fancy a small wager? Steal? Gambling, really? I have no time for such things. Very well, your esteemed highness, but you're no fun. You return to the capital to await news of the race. Yeah, no, the monarch should not gamble with the kingdom's treasury. Says Steele a moment before asking me to gamble with the kingdom's treasury. Good job. Great timing, Steele. A new trend. Lord Patrician, I don't know, is here to see you, your majesty. He wants to sell you a crab. Okay. A what? It's the latest trend along the coast, your majesty. The patricians have started keeping a species of jewel crab as a fashionable pet. The creatures are so rare that one can now sell for as much as a mansion. Send him away and don't waste my time like this again. Thank you. I don't have time for jewel crabs. No. I'm trying to build an army here. What the hell? But crabs? No. No. I'm trying to build an army here with fortresses. Auction time! Exclamation mark. Fund. Followed by the letter of the building you want to fund. Followed by the amount of money you want to spend. Your options are raising farming for the barons with A, which is great. Lowering faith for the barons with B. Raising faith for the chiefs with C. Lowering farming for the chiefs with D. Raising military for the patricians with E. And lowering stability with F. I think my preferred choices would be A and E. Those would be great. Top. A and E. A and E. Let me see. The child who is not embraced by the village will burn... Wait, let me read this after the auction. Let me read this after the auction. 20 seconds left now. What are you funding? E and B? E and A. E and A. E and A. Give me an E, give me an A. 10 seconds left. Let's get that aqueduct going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Almost snipes. Almost snipes. Almost a snipe there. But I don't know. Good job, you tried. I appreciate that. The only thing stopping the payments in the appointment of the Governor Kraken K, there are only two options, me or Captain Jackson. Isn't that a thing that you should... Like, are you asking me to appoint one? I thought that's something you have to figure out. But let me see our results here. We get an observatory by Trash, lowering faith, of course. And Juniper, wow, Juniper almost single-handedly. Building a fortress, good job. Good job. And PJ, the child who is not embraced by the village will burn it down to feel its warmth. Damn! Remember this if you will act against the North. Thank you for the support, not thank you for the threat. I don't think I acted against the North. I didn't act for the North, but I didn't act against the North, I would say. I didn't take anything away. Lothar, hello and welcome, and thank you for joining. Let me check. You are a Baron, there you are. Handsome beard, how you doing? It's not a threat, it's a promise. Yeah, oh, right, you're scheming. Right. So, you were lying when you said you were a spy. I see. You're right. About your ear. You not paying your debts, shaft to the North? I get it. I would much prefer to be able to pay to everybody instead of one person. Your marriage to Asgal has grown stale. Oh, you get along well enough, but he's dumb as a rock. He cares more about his stupid card games than your happiness, but spark or no spark, you need an heir. Congrats in order, the royal wedding was a magnificent affair, something's still missing. And we'll have a child together. That's how it goes. Let's go. Spriddle hello and welcome. Thank you for joining. You acted against the North? What did you expect? Some biscuits? I don't know. I think you are really misunderstanding what's going on here. You're a chief. Spriddle. So, a terrible accident? What's this? Your Majesty, I have some dire news. Chief Swagger's wing was found in the palace gardens this morning. He was attacked by something. Torn limb from limb. As he was technically your guest at the time, we must make every effort to assure the chiefs that it was not intentional. You suddenly recalled the night before, dreams of blood and gore, ripping a helpless noble apart with your powerful jaws. Your Highness, are you listening? You know, those movie scenes where there's just a high-pitched noise in your ears and everything is blurry. You know, yeah. Whoops. Swagger's wing just died. Hey, so remember that feral word you taught us? Yeah, I was thinking exactly of that. I think Clan Swagger's wing will keep away from the council for a bit. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, makes sense. Return of the Reaper. or copycat killer. Noble found dead in the Crown Lands. God damn it. Oof. What the fuck do we do here? Yeah, I think we're gonna go with the Wild Beast. Despite your well-crafted story, the chiefs are not so easily appeased. One of their own dying while under your protection reflects badly on the crown. That's true. But more urgent is your knowledge of what you did. You have become a monster with an insatiable hunger for fresh meat, human or otherwise. Okay, this is horrible. I have to stop this. You start performing bizarre rituals in an attempt to bring your affliction under control. You tie yourself to bed at night, drink chamomile tea, and don't eat any meat after 6 o'clock. But the dreams continue, and it's not long before peasants and servants turn up dead in mysterious circumstances, not unlike Chief Swagonus Wing's own. Yeah, no, the Queen doesn't want to go beast mode. Yeah, no. Your Highness, I'm sure you'd be very concerned to hear the letter I had from Chief Morgrimmoon. God damn it, no. I'm sure you don't need to worry about that, Your Serene Highness. Let's move on to a different vote. How about... The thing is... Let's go for High Inquisitor the Third. Swagonus Wing. Is there a new one? Does it change immediately? Wait, where are you? It doesn't, right? I think it changes only next time. So the thing is, I was already thinking, okay, in tax season, I'm probably gonna bribe the chiefs. You know? I'm gonna pay back. I am going to pay back. Like the 700 that people wanted me to give during the boat event, I'm going to give them back in the tax season so that everybody gets it and not just one chief. That was my plan. Now, it's even more necessary. Wait, what's that? Shiny Quirks? Yeah, hi Shiny Quirks. 7 stability, 7 beats. Thank you so much, buddy. Hope you're doing well. How about... Nay, I will speak. Morgrimmoon writes... We are practically nose to nose, but while my crew was busy rowing, I saw a coastal ship sneaking into a sheltered bay. I hate to speak ill of the patricians, but it looked very much like smugglers avoiding the capital's import fees. Oh yeah? This is preposterous. Hearsay and gossip, nothing more. Steal? Levy a fine on the patricians? That sounds wonderful. Punish the patricians and reward Chief Morgrimmoon for a letter to the treasury? That sounds wonderful too. The patricians are merely being innovative. Entrepreneurs? No. These smugglers are obviously skilled. Hire them for the spy master. They're obviously not so skilled if Morgrim found them, right? Yeah, we've passed the year 1000. I think A or B. I think A or B. I don't think we hire them. No, we don't hire them. I think it's A or B. You know, since there are tensions, I am a patrician. I am absolutely a patrician. I'm absolutely a patrician, you're right. But this feels a little bit too much. This feels like a little bit too much. This feels like a little bit too much. Yeah, I'm gonna ask, between A and B, what do patricians and chiefs prefer? Armor Gene, welcome back and thank you for joining. How you doing? I don't think this... Wait, steal would never smuggle? There must some lie somewhere in between? I'm not allowing crimes and I'm telling you A or B. So I'm actually gonna do a poll here. And then I'm going to golden choice the thing you tell me to use as the poll. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do golden choice on A or B, depending on what you tell me to do. If the poll starts. No, everyone. It's like a council vote if I could veto 2 options, so to speak. But the freaking thing is not working, so... Let me... Okay, now it's working. So. Golden choice where? A, B. Boom, you got a minute. Vote in chat. Where do you want golden choice? I think that this is what the queen would do. A lot, Electri. We're getting fever dreams. We married somebody called Asgal. I really hope this does not tie. It's 11 to 12. Wow. Yeah, if you are of that opinion, vote in the poll. Still, I'm not gonna be swayed by words, but I'm gonna be swayed by votes. $14 to 12. You still have like 10 seconds or something. 14 to 13. 14 to 14. Someone vote, please. Fuck y'all. Fuck you all. Fuck you all. Goodbye. This was a great stream. See you next Wednesday. You assholes. Good job. I am never gonna ask you for your opinion anymore in my entire life. Give me money. Fuck you. I hate you. I hate you. I truly do hate you. With all my heart. God damn it. Good job. Are you proud? Are you proud? You did great. We still love you, Kaji. I love you a little less. Alright, vote A to get free money. I'm counting down from 5, 4, 3. Don't be proud. 2, 1, and 0. Thrifty, welcome. How you doing? Kaji despises his chat. That's not what I said. Thrifty and the pigeon, welcome, welcome. This is an outrage. You trust Chief Morgrim's word over mine? The treasurer sends her most menacing heavies to fetch the gold. Of course, the patricians grumble for weeks about the injustice. Whereas it turns out that the smugglers were in cahoots with Ephra Bulbizar to provide illicit supplies for his voyage. Without their help, his progress slows. The race continues onward. You wait to hear more from the competitors. Baroness King Israel is hosting yet another tour of her trophy room. Once everyone has finished admiring the new stuffed lion, they settle down to discuss the real reason for their meeting. The common folk are getting rowdy, and it's all thanks to us. Now that they know how much wealth the Queen's hiding, they're itching to get rid of her. Careful, we don't need to get them too riled up, mind you. Or they'll start asking questions about our wealth as well. Hey, now it's time to incite some real chaos. Show them that Queen Robin II is not only greedy, she's utterly incompetent too. For the next stage of their scheme, the barons must lower stability to 4 or less in 4 seasons. Well, Howitzer, in case you didn't know, the game doesn't allow me to only tax specific nobles, but it only allows me to tax a specific region at a time. You know, did you know that? That may be the reason why I taxed you. Up in the north, Chief PJ II and the wizard Brust are enjoying a great grand feast together. Any glassware has been carefully replaced with ceramics. The kingdom is still absolutely teeming with bees, buzzing, buzzing, buzzing. I can't get away from it. Oh, it hurts my skull. Brusque groans, and the oaken table splits down the middle like a tree struck by lightning. I wish I could. I could, Voltic. Please, just give me a few more months. By the old gods, I won't let you down. See that you don't. Skolix make me rational. The chiefs aim to lower all regions farming to 14 or less or something. Alright. So now what we do here, how does this work? This is see, this is a little bit too much. This is a little bit too much. So I wanted to bake back the chiefs here. I wanted to bake back the chiefs. They got the bonus? Yeah, well, what about that? I'm not gonna raise tax on Pats. No, why should I? No, 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 I'm not gonna tax the Pats. No. No, 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 it makes sense. No, 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 no. No. No, I'm not gonna tax the patricians. You have a lot of money? Yeah, no, but there's no reason to do it. I think this is reasonable. I think this is reasonable. The North has been slighted in multiple occasions, so I think it's only correct to give compensation. Yeah, exactly. And I think this is just how we're gonna do it. Yeah, we cannot tax the March. The March is still relatively suffering. The patricians, I'm not gonna tax the patricians because yeah, they have a lot of money. It's good on them. They made that money. I don't see a reason to take it. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. I'm gonna pay compensation to the chiefs, and we're all gonna be square. Let's go. So what do we do? Sleepless nights, the crab bubble bursts. No wonder. And mutiny. Fantastic. So let's do sleepless nights first. Oh no. I'm gonna murder my husband, I think. Come now, Robin II. Why not tell me what's going on? I have a bad feeling about this. I have a really bad feeling about this. You've slept terribly and are spending lots of time away from the palace. Jesus. I kind of want to be honest, yeah. Can't be trusted? I don't agree. I disagree. Spousal respect is important. Just say you're cheating or something. Exactly. If you can't trust your spouse, you can't trust anybody. So yeah. I think I've been cursed. I'm some kind of shape-shifting monster. Oh, gods be good. Why didn't you tell me sooner? I was scared and embarrassed. Showing weakness here. Oh, you poor thing. You shouldn't worry about that. I hope at least that you're getting everything under control now. What? Oh my god! What if we pass the gift on to you as well? Oh my god! I've never seen this, and I kind of want to do it just because I've never seen it. Like, MrKaji really wants to click on C. But let me consider all the options here. Sounds kinky. I've been up trying to control my urges. Everything's... I mean, B is a blatant lie. Everything's under control. No, that's not true. What has happened? We are suggesting that we infect with the curse our husband as well. think it's A. What if you pass the gift on to it? No. It's A. I think it's A. I've given up trying to control my urges. Yeah, it's gotta be A. I agree. Come now, you can't be serious. You'll just succumb to this thing. The two of you never talk about your curse again, and Asgal starts sleeping in a separate room from time to time. What the fuck? That's not true though. Like, she's trying. God damn it. I wanted to see that too, but that's yeah, but there was no option to let me try to control it or go against it. Right? Like, B is just a lie. Everything is under control, of course. No, that's not true. C is let me infect you too. A was I've given up. But we haven't given up. So where's the option where I'm still trying to figure it out? Please help me. Where's that option? We'll see how we can justify it based on follow-up events. Now let's devour some commoners. Or nobles. Bad news, Your Majesty, a new reef has been discovered which is overflowing with millions of jeweled crabs. Crab prices are crashing catastrophically. What? The entire kingdom will suffer financially, Your Majesty, with the exception of a few patricians. Curiously, Lord Patrician I don't know, the very same patrician who first began the crab craze, recently sold all his crabs at a huge profit. That's a huge profit. Just days before the crash. Something must be done. You summoned your council to discuss the crab price crisis. Many assembled nobles have invested heavily in the crab market, and they are casting furious glances at the patricians' benches. Alright. That option was C. The concern she might have passed it on, and perhaps a plan against it involving them both. Really? What? Is that what it means, really? Because the way I read it was, what do you think about getting the curse too, huh, hubby? What do you think about it? Sounds like a good idea. I can pass it on. You know, that's how I read the... Wait, stop. I'm not even thinking of this event. Let me clear up what the previous one was. Like, kinda, is... Like, are you serious? Are you 100% sure that that's how that worked? Because that's good to know. Let me know. So what can we do here? Let the coast suffer the full consequences of this crisis. Arrest Lord Patrician and confiscate his ill-gotten gold. I mean, these both suck, right? But C was her questioning if it had been transmitted. Wow. To be clear, C is actually offering him the curse. Which of the two? You're saying two different things. Kana is unfortunately incorrect. Okay. Okay. I mean, I think I'm gonna let the council choose here. Yeah. I'm gonna call for unity. I don't think that it's right for the whole coast to suffer for one man's misdeeds, but up to you. It's up to you. Wait, fuck. Yeah, no, I thought about that too, Dragon Pit, but you know, usually this game is very literal in the way it says things. Yeah. Alright. I did nothing wrong, I just went with the flow. It looks like it's gonna be C. Your soldiers storm Lord Patrician Idaho's opulent mansion, arresting him and confiscating his ill-gotten crab gold. The trial will be held as soon as possible. And you know what we're going to be doing with this gold? If we get to another tax season, we're going to be redistributing it to the coast. That's what we're going to be doing. Outraged patricians protest that your actions are illegal and make a mockery of the law. Don't they know? You are the queen. Did you hear that, coast? I hope you did. Alright, these ill-gotten money, we're going to redistribute it to the coast. Yeah, the North was paid back, exactly. This money, if we get to the next taxing season, we're going to give it to the coast. The other nobles suffered also. I think only the patrician trade dropped, right? Why do you want to rebel? It is not right for the coast to suffer one man's misdeeds, but it is alright for the North to suffer the Queen consort misdeeds. I paid you back. Haven't I? Alright, let's see what we have. We have mutiny. Dramatic news from the boat race, Your Esteemed Highness. Lord Patrician Efrabel Bizarre sent a letter telling me everything. We beg for aid. My crew has turned against me. They're saying I'm working them too hard and there's no hope of winning anyway. Now they demand higher pay. They're threatening to throw me overboard. I beg for help. Every minute we argue, we lose time against Morgrimmon. Steps below. We must step in. These sailors can't be allowed to disrupt the race like this. Absolutely not. If Efrabel Bizarre couldn't control his own crew, that's his fault, and he doesn't deserve to win. This has already hurt his chances of winning. Why would he be punished further? Wow, look at the coastal troops. I'm gonna let the council decide. I'm going to let the council decide here. Why is this our business? I have a feeling we're gonna have a very split council this time around. I'll sort it out myself. I don't know, we'll see. Yeah, I was expecting a lot of A's and C's. 11 to 15 right now. This is very close. 11 to 16. I think people are gonna go against the patricians. Or against interfering. I don't know, you have 1300 gold. 1300 gold. Alright, 13 to 16. It's very close. I'm gonna count down from 5. If you haven't voted, this is the time. Counting down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. 14 to 16. Let the mutiny resolve itself. The patricians are disgusted with the Queen's decision. It's not really the Queen's decision, but alright. But in the end, Efrabel Bizarre bullies or cajoles his crew into carrying on. Even better for him, Chief Morgrimmon's sailors have caught wind of what happened and put down their oars in solidarity. The delay slows him down considerably. He's neck and neck with Morgrimmon and the race is nearly over. This is insane. So... do we want Anonymous here? I don't know. I think the council is a bit too rowdy. That's true. It's good only for those decisions though. And like I think that these three are like I don't think that Robin would let go of the power of veto. Golden Choice sounds like a good way to move. Like we still need to generate money to finance war efforts and stuff like that. Like, rich nobles are nobles that can recruit levies and pay for better armies. And call for unity right now looks like we need some unity, so I think we're gonna keep it this way. The stranger? The end is near? Oh, this. Let's go with the stranger. What the hell is the stranger? Your Majesty, this commoner says he's here to see you. Is it the same stranger? My queen, I come to you in your hour of need. I know of the curse that ails you and I can help you. Hush, not here, fool. You quickly arrange for a private meeting with the peasant, somewhere away from the pioneers of the council. I'm from a group of people just like you, Your Majesty, warriors who have learned how to live without affliction. We can help. How do you know about me? The killings have been getting worse, especially in the Crown Lands. I wasn't sure it was you, of course, not till I saw the frantic look in your eye and the way you sniffed the air. I think so, Darth Doom. Before we potentially just say that what the game described is not really what happens, we did something similar for one of the rulers with... We did something similar for one of the rulers? With how they inherited the werebeast from their parent but described it as only current... Oh yeah, that's true, that's true. That's true. Yeah, Queen Beef incoming, yeah. Yeah, please help me to control this. Of course, Your Majesty, it would be an honor. The peasant takes you to meet with a group in a local tavern. You meet people from all walks of life who teach you how to control your urges through meditation, special recipes, and folk rituals. Sure enough, the dreams fade in both intensity and frequency. There's a long road ahead of you, but with time, the other werebeasts are confident that you will eventually master your powers. This is gonna be really risky. Like, these could drop us to 0. I don't remember the event. Don't look it up. The end is near. The coastal boat race is nearly at a close. I'd hoped the coast would win the day, but it appears the 2 boats will draw. How exciting! Truly this race is of utmost importance. Hey, Simple Coffee, I hadn't seen you. On a completely unrelated note, I have a shipment of copper that is due to intercept the racers any day now. If my ship got in the way, who knows what might happen. I dare say the race's outcome could be altered. Of course, I could be convinced to alter the shipment's route instead. Yours, Serene Highness, we must put a stop to this shameless attempt to sabotage the race. Have the chiefs pay for the ship to obstruct Lord Patrician, refuse the shameless bribe. I mean, we refuse the shameless bribe here, right? We refuse the shameless bribe here, right? We refuse the shameless bribe, right? Right? Let's please refuse the shameless bribe. I'm even gonna give you money for this. Am I? Or am I gonna just call for unity? I think this is actually a matter of principle more than gold. I think it's just call for unity. We just refuse the shameless bribe because we are better than this. We are freaking better than this. Than favoritism. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's it. I really want a Marcher military event next season. I really want some war stuff. And it looks like it's gonna be C, so let me go ahead and click it. Refuse the shameless bribe. But my copper shipment will have to be diverted. It'll be late. God damn it. That's what you get for trying to interfere. Soon, nobles and peasants alike gather at the finish line, watching breathlessly as the winner arrives. And it's both Lord Patrician Ephra Bulbizar and Chief Morgrimmon crossing the line simultaneously. Do you know how hard that is to pull off? You are amazing. Clearly I won. My oars crossed the line before yours. But oars aren't part of the boat. My prow was over the line first. Your August Majesty, these nobles have bet their life savings on this race. Both have a legitimate claim. What should we do? Oh my god. I didn't know that was an option. Well, raise again. Well, that would be 16,000 for the treasury. Well, oh god. Well, you know, that's a lot of gold. That is a lot of gold. It's a lot of gold, but this is the Chain Pact. It's a draw, everyone. It is a draw. It is a draw. It is a draw. Your Pat, take the money. Yeah, I agree, Darth Van Doom. This is the Chain Pact. I suppose if neither of us won, neither of us lost either. They shake hands and leave, chatting amiably. It's probably gonna be, yeah. Back on the coast and in the north, merchants flock to investigate both boats and use the noble sailing techniques to improve their own crafts. Though the race is over, they grip the kingdom. Similar battles take place as far afield as Sal and Kurth. Some successful and others ending in watery deaths. Now let's see if I die. A delicate matter. We are upholding the pact. Let's see if we die. As usual, Asgel has spent the day out in the gambling houses, winning some money and losing much more. In other words, as far from you as possible. But after you've eaten your separate dinners, he barges in with a face like thunder. I thought being married to the Queen would be all delights and luxury. Not this. I deserve far better. Forgive us for this shameful behavior. So, yeah, Asgels are terrible. So, buddy, you are called Asgel, and that's already a problem. All right, this is worse than the High Inquisitor. Yeah, that's already a problem. You're a freaking gambler. You make debts with nobles that I cannot pay, and you put me in a bad spot with them. And you deserve better? You deserve better? Yeah, this dynasty, Asgel is the mag for this dynasty. Queen Robin II, I insist on a divorce. What? Why? You really don't know? This comes as a complete surprise? Every time we talk, it ends the same way, with you stamping down everything I wish for. This was never going to work. It's over now, for good or ill. I called for the Archbishop to witness the divorce ceremony. Yes, well, good evening, Your Majesty. I know this is awkward, but I'll ensure it all goes as smoothly as possible. Wait, what are you saying? Mom, Asgel is breaking the pact again. Yeah. It is likely a divorce incoming. We might... Asgel, I thought you were different. It's likely a divorce incoming. We might need to try and keep the marriage together, or else it would look horrible. Yeah. When did she do that? I mean, I don't know. It's a generation. A generation work throughout the ages. It is. Wow. Well, good evening, Your Majesty. I know this is awkward, but I'll ensure it all goes as smoothly as possible. Does the Archbishop ever make things like awkward? Yeah. No, actually, Archbishop, surely you can't support this, right? You know that this would mean that the pact is at risk. Yeah, I don't know. Because he's an asshole. Your Majesty, I care about the kingdom, and King Consort Asgal was very convincing that the kingdom is better without him being married to you. Alright, let's get this done. Your Majesty? We can't divorce? What will the nobles say? You had your chance, Robin II. What more is there to say? I mean, she has to try anything, right? If the Archbishop says no, you don't divorce? What do you mean? That's true, Northwind, yeah. Is there anything that would change your mind? I think she has to do anything. For a second, Asgal looks thoughtful. But if they end up being divorced, I think that what happens is there's a vote, right? And based on the outcome of the vote, the pact is upheld or not. Like, the next ruler should be a chief. If this ends and the next ruler is a chief, then that counts as the pact being upheld. If not, the pact is over. And I think in that case it's over for real. It's gonna be much harder to reinstate it. Yeah, exactly, Trash, yeah. Yeah, the chief claimant would have to be elected, yeah. I don't have an heir. I don't have an heir yet. That's the problem. I don't have an heir. The patricians don't deserve their wealth. Give it to the North instead. Kaji? Kaji what? Wow. This is the worst possible choice. This is the worst possible choice. Yeah. This is the worst possible choice. Tax us chiefs and then bribe the past next season and divorce him? Yeah, the game knows about the pack, right? I did not expect that. I expect something entirely different. This has floored me. I can't fix that next time, that's true. You respected the pack with the tie earlier? Are you gonna make a U-turn in that sense? No, definitely not. I love the Asgal hate. So you can have the pact in spirit or in letter, but not both, precisely. If you do this, we will likely revolt. Not much I can do, like my hands are tied. Authority might fall to 0, we can't let that happen. I don't think we can divorce. I don't think we can. Yep. Yeah, this is the worst position. I have to accept the deal. Give chiefs money, then tax us heavy and bribe Pats. I think so. I think so. And PJ, thanks again for the support. I appreciate it immensely. You know. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And that's a very good proposition. Yeah. Yeah, this sucks. How much do we lose? I don't think it says, right? Yeah, no. It's usually hundreds. I don't think Robin did much to neglect her marriage, to be honest. I think we're gonna get back Darth Von Doom as marriage counselor. We can make that happen. This kills her. Like, let's just be very clear. The fact that she has to accept this compromise is killing her inside. Like, this is taking the joy to live away from Robin II. This is just killing her inside. And yes, she's going to do what was suggested. Shuffling the money around in the next tax season. Yeah. House Von Doom is going to be asked to sit in as the marriage selector, candidate selector for next season. Given how poor it went when they were not here. Like, your strategy worked, is what I'm saying. Who was it? Steel? Steel? You have 0 monies. What's about 1,500? Damn. Electric? Howitzer, you have 0 gold. The patricians are outraged, speaking openly about you and your husband's dreadful favoritism. Oh no, you need 2 seasons of bribes. It's 700 a bribe. A bribe is 700. Can you claim the channel point thing, Darth Von Doom? Of course, the chiefs are most pleased with Chief CEO Findus calling Asgal a chief of the old block. You and Asgal have dinner together a few times a week, and he even gives you the occasional smile. The situation has helped you bond. For now. This sucks so bad. Dragon Pit. There you are. Damn. This makes for a good story, but I hate it. Howitzer, I did. You have 0 money. No, oh no, sorry. You have 8250. Sorry, Howitzer. My bad. I confused you with steel. Apologies. So you have 8250. All right, let's go. I'm poor. Add Asgal's family to the blacklist. They blackmailed you to extort money. No. Nah. I don't think I want to do that for this part. I think it's gotta come from the head of the family. Fuck this. Your heir, freaking finally. Losing relevance and the crab trial. This is not good. Let's do the crab trial. Hey, Saint Sakura, how you doing? After months of delay, of course you can join, yeah. Lord Patrician Adno is finally due to stand trial for his crab-related market manipulation. Yeah, join at any moment in time. Exclamation mark join plus your pronouns. You stand accused of perpetrating fraud and tricking hundreds into buying expensive crabs. How do you plead? I'm guilty only of making money, so I broke a few laws along the way. Is that a crime? Yes, obviously. I pronounce you guilty as charged, and your fate will be decided by the Queen. Saint Sakura, thank you so much for joining, and you are Baron. There you are. I mean, that's the literal definition. You just said you broke a few laws here and there. Pardon the offender. Ah. Oh dear. What would Queen Robin II do? Yeah, I don't strategize that way though. Like RP-wise, what would Robin II do? Would she pardon? Because she feels like she has to make up to the patricians. Or does she imprison the guilty party? Because she thinks she has to somehow assert her authority. Like, I'm very... no, it's definitely not executing. It's definitely... like, executing sounds a little bit too strong. I'm feeling like she probably has a guilty conscience, you know? But is that enough? I don't know. Yeah, like, and even the patricians lost some money, so... I think it might be B, yeah. Like, this is unexcusable. Yeah. Lord Patrician, I don't know, is dragged away in chains, wailing for clemency. Most of the watching nobles agree that justice has been done, except for the patricians, of course. Please, Your Majesty, I don't know, has young children. Who is supposed to pay for the upkeep of his villa? Like, it's a clearly guilty person. One thing is favoritism, another one is plain corruption. Yeah. This morning you'll be cutting the ribbon on the new library, then giving a speech at the gardening festival. I've prepared some inoffensive jokes about flowers for you. Let's see who we throw in the dungeons again. Hang on, isn't there a council meeting today? Why yes, Your Majesty, but the nobles told me you weren't attending council meetings anymore. They said you were happy to let them decide the matters of state. I said no such thing. Oh dear. Quick, let's head to the council. We might catch them before the session begins. Lemon Square. Hello, why is it always pirates? Oh, Your Majesty, forgive me for not bowing. We didn't expect to see you here today. What is the meaning of this? Don't take offense, Your August Majesty. We thought you'd be relieved to have the reins of power taken from you. I am your queen, damn it! By the ninth, Your Esteemed Highness, anyone can see that you're not fit to rule. Let us take care of things from now on. Would that be so bad? Well, Lemon Square. I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry, but... Your Highness, this situation feels familiar. Regardless, do you want me to take care of this man? Apologies in advance for your rock. For your... rocks. Oh, right, yeah. Dungeons it is. As Lord Patrician Lemon Square is dragged to the dungeon, you turn and see that the other nobles are bowing and scraping before you. That's better. We do dungeon. Abdicate with great... Yeah, no, this is dungeon. Into the baby jail. Yeah, let's go. I don't hate the paths. I don't hate the paths at all. The game fucking hates me, is what you should say. Your quest for an heir is finally complete. You stand before the council holding a small child in your arms. And we're gonna be passing the throne down to our son. Your August Majesty, may I be the first to congratulate you on the birth of your son. What is his name? Thank you, Reaper. I appreciate that. Robin the Third. Excellent, Your August Majesty. I'm sure he will grow up to be a chief of the old block. Yeah, the game is forcing Robin to not to hate the Pats. Like, it's not about hating. It's about having to take decisions against them and not really giving her time to do anything about it. As I said, like, as soon as I get a chance, I'm gonna freaking bribe them. But I'm not gonna have a chance until next season, I think, right? So, if I could, I would give them money now in compensation. I wanted to give, if you remember, I wanted to give them money earlier too, but I couldn't because I would have gone bankrupt. So, oh, absolutely lurks. Yes. Yes. Nice weather you're having. Congrats on finding an heir, blah blah blah. So let's see where all the pact patriotism is going now. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. We can even raise stability. Alright. Well, exclamation mark fund followed by the letter of the building you want to build, followed by the amount of money you want to spend. It starts now. Your options are raising trade for the barons with A, lowering trade for the barons with B, lowering farming for the chiefs with C, lowering authority with D, raising stability with E, lowering stability with F. If you like the pact, you really should be putting a lot of money into E to make sure that it passes. Like, you really should be putting a lot of money in it. Just saying. Like, don't be fooled, because people can snipe at the very end, so just do it. 20 seconds left here. 20 seconds left. Yeah, see, look at that, look at that. 20 seconds left. 10 seconds left. Do eat. What's gonna pass? What is going to pass? What is going to pass? What passed? Thank freaking God. Thank freaking God. The snipe didn't happen. 4,000 at the very end. It would have passed with 4,000, yeah. Yeah. So we got a library from Maito and Northwind building a Grand Bazaar. This is so freaking close. This is so freaking close. Oh God. What is up with the Ulthrander curse in this freaking dynasty? Jesus. Rogue Golem it is. Let's go. A Rogue Golem has crossed into our territory over the Ash Medium border, Your Highness. This could be an exciting opportunity. Remember, you need to pull your ambition? Even the second stage? That's not how I interpreted it. But let's discuss that when we select the event. So, what's so exciting about it? Please, my liege, this is our chance to figure out how this golem magic works. We could even turn it against Ashmead. Your Majesty, barons would drown their own grandmother to gain an advantage over Ashmead, or over the chiefs and patricians. Golems are an offense to the Ninth God and they're dangerous. We should destroy it before it gets out of control. Well? We could add it to the Marcher army, right? Why the hell not? Right? That sounds like a great idea. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. Yeah. They could you know, they could use it. They could use the golem. They don't have a great army right now. This could be beneficial to them. Why not do it? Right? Plus, you get some money if you vote B. Did you know? Did you know that if you vote B right now, in the next like 10 seconds, you're gonna get a favorite discount on your favorite consumer good, money. You're gonna be able to grab 500 gold for the great prize of 0 gold. If you're interested in that offer, vote B right now. The offer is gonna be expiring in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. I was gonna say C because we can make more golems. You want to make more golems? That's a frightening prospect. 60% of the time works every time? I hope so. Let's see. 60%? We know from first-hand experience how well these golems fight. It'll be a wonderful addition to our troops. No, I was just thinking of Gollum from Lord of the Rings, and it was just really funny. Imagine this giant golem tossing earth around, dirt around. It'll be a wonderful addition to our troops. Yeah, no. It just made me think of Gollum, so I found it really funny. I wasn't. My intention was not to make fun of what you wrote. It just made me think of that creature, and I imagine this exactly. I imagine this event with Smeagol, right? Imagine it. Add Gollum to the Martyr army. All right, let's go. 6%. Yes! Thank God! The golem lives up to its reputation. On its first test run, blades pop out of its wrists and slice a training dummy in half, as well as the wall behind it. Fantastic. Let me ring him. Wild beasts attack. I think I do the ambition check here. I mean, not the ambition check. This is the preliminary one. So I think I do this one here. And then we do the wild beast attacks. Yeah, let's do it. Per the pack rules, the ambition will be chosen corporately by the monarch and the nobles. It doesn't specify which ambition. Yeah. Actually, okay. At the start of your reign, you said you wanted to be a conqueror. You look like your plan to live up to those words. The kingdom's army is stronger than ever before. Well done, your majesty. But to shut down your noble scheme for good, we need to build on that reputation. Your advisors have some ideas. We should crush these disloyal nobles, take command of their armies, and force them to submit. Or if you're looking to unite the nobles rather than smash them, you could declare war on the Ashmedan Empire. They'll forget their schemes if you win. That's really interesting. Because, like, I originally interpreted it as being only the first selection. You know? Let's say that. So we're gonna go to war with Ashmead for sure. No farming to ensure that the pack remains? What do you mean? Yeah, A is absolutely anti-pact. I agree. Yeah. What I want to say is that, please, if we need to amend the text of the Chain Pact, do let me know. Please do vote on it on Discord for next time, whether the council should be having a weight in the selection of the monarch's ambition only at the start of their reign or at all points during the reign. Right? Like, I think that could be a good way to word it in game, in RP. Yeah, this is the perfect example of something that goes in the revision council, right? There's an unclear passage. Let's amend it. I think of it as the first selection, but trying to understand what lawmakers thought instead of what they wrote is an entire career path. You're right. Yeah, yeah. This looks like a good conversation to have in the revision council. So I encourage you to do that for next Wednesday. All right. So crush all this plotting. No, declare war on the Ashmedan Empire. Why is this? Why would you say? Who would say that declaring war on the Ashmedan Empire is a wise decision? A wise decision, Your Majesty. I've already taken the liberty of contacting the Ashmedean ambassador. Greetings, your grace. I am here to discuss the terms or wait, Happy Kaji Cleat? What's that? What's that? Of course you want a date. What's that? Why the link for that clip is moral apathetic frogs?
Yes! Thank God!
I'm so happy.
Its first test run, blades pop out of its wrists and
I'm
slide
so
the train
happy.
dummy in half, as well as the wall behind it.
That's a good thumbs up. Thank you for the clip, Kane. It's a good band name, yeah. It's a good band name. Moral apathetic frogs. Mwah. Greetings, your grace. I am here to discuss the terms of our upcoming war. Oh, I was rather hoping to catch you by surprise. We all know there's a big war on the horizon, the only question is when. Now listen, the Ashmedean Empire is far larger than your kingdom. Didn't you wonder why we never squashed you like a bug? It's because we are divided by internal conflicts. It may seem that the Empire is ruled by its emperor. In reality, Ashmede is ruled by its generals, who battled endlessly for control of the capital. So why are you here? I'm here representing General Thalikantha, whose lands are safely distant from the border. If you were to invade, all we ask is that you send us your signal. We'll launch a civil war, taking advantage of the chaos to bump off some of our own rivals. You Ashmedians and your infighting make me sick. Are you really trying to claim that your kingdom has less internal drama? Don't make me laugh. Yes, we are. We are more stable and less infighting because we have the pact. I will leave you to think on my words. Yeah, we do actually. If we take advantage of the Ashmedean Empire's internal divisions, we may actually have a chance. If you beat our oldest enemy, that will shut the nobles up for good. But winning still won't... We are stable. Look at this shit. But winning won't be easy. Do the thing. Debatable. Good point, Morgrim. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. And wild beast attacks. What were we saying about violence? Glambasher, hey, I hadn't seen you. Hello. Your Highness, I bring ill tidings from the north. Wildlife has gone berserk in rural areas. They are attacking villages and travelers all across the regions. Tell me more about these creatures. They're great hulking beasts, clearly twisted by magic. Some say they walk and talk like people. The northern warriors are afraid. They say the creatures are a dark omen, a sign of the end. By the 9th, what's got into these chiefs that they can't handle a few wild animals? What would you know, Darth Von Doom? What would you know about fighting wild animals? The other regions have plenty of their own problems, Your Serene Highness. No one wants to march up to the frozen north for something like this. Then what am I to do? Point of order, Your Highness. Though the church's presence in the north is minimal, we could provide shelter for those who need it. All will be welcome, whenever they are whether they are adherents to the true God or not. It's the least we can do. Your Majesty, I know you want to prove yourself and despise the Ashmedean scheming, but your mother didn't take the throne by doing it themselves. They did it by working with others, including your current marshal. Listen to their advice and use the Ashmedians against themselves. That's a great argument. That is a great argument. That's an absolute wonderful argument. Yeah, even thinking that the marshal is Knut. You've got a point. Point received. Right? Yes. Or if you can afford it, send a detachment of mercenaries who aren't afraid of a few wild bears. That should put an end to this crisis. So. Yeah, the marshal is your child. Yeah, the marshal is Knut. Yeah. So, tell the Northerners that they must fend for themselves? No. Hire mercenaries to bolster the Northern forces? We do that, right? We do that. Yeah. Hell yeah, I'm gonna veto A. We do that. We hire mercenaries, because we are preparing for war. We are preparing for war. We are preparing for war. Hell yeah, let's go. Hire the mercenaries. Do the thing. Wartime! We're going to war. We're going to war. We're going to war. Ashmead. Ashmead. I love Violencia. One of the noble chief's houses are mercenaries. We can hire them. Boom. Hell yeah. It's swag. Alright, looks like it's gotta be B. Let's go. No, Robin II loves war. Not me. We're taking the mercs to Isengard. Are you gonna pay us back? I'm gonna bribe you. You find a suitable company of mercenaries and send an officer from your own city watch to oversee the expedition. Jesus, they return with tales of a glorious hunt and legendary northern hospitality. Chief Glambasher is happy to report that the beasts have been forced back into the wilds. Fantastic. She gets his smarts from me. The limitless bloodthirst and capacity for violence. That's from his mother. That's good. Welcome back, Swag. Back in the march, Baroness King Israel has met with her co-conspirators once again. Brandy is being passed around in good measure, but there seems to be little cause for a celebration. Robin II, like I said, Ambassador, kids are cruel, and I'm very in touch with my inner child. Yeah, I remember Northwind. Yeah, I remember. It's no good. The common folk are losing momentum. If we don't keep up the pressure, they'll go back to living their normal lives in peace. Bah! Lazy good-for-nothings. Can't even get off their backsides for one measly revolt. We have to keep them unhappy. Don't allow the queen time to stabilize. The Baron's gold is slower, stability, blah blah blah. So, as I said earlier, I'm gonna freaking bribe the patricians. Morgrim is the richest one now? Huh, interesting. God damn it, I don't have water anymore. Of course. Yeah. I'm a person of my word. Tax cruel the chiefs. Oh, right, because there was the whole Asgard debacle, right? Right? I think I'm gonna do the next turn, because, like, it could be the last one. You're right. Chiefs, what do you say about that? Do we want to make that right? Like, I'm okay just absorbing the hit with the treasury, but what do the chiefs say? No, just bribe the paths. We can take a tax. It's good for the pact. Tax us. I want to make it right. Just bribe, not cruel. Tax us. Asgard force that, yeah. Make a vote. I'm seeing a lot of cruel taxes. Like, the only one I'm seeing saying no taxes, Swag. Given how much some of us fall in love with money, tax us, it's a good lesson. I won't go hungry, tax us. I'm seeing only Swag opposed to it, so... Such is the power of RP, nobles begging to be taxed. I appreciate that. Chiefs. You know, it's very honorable of you to want to make it right. I appreciate it. I'm sorry for the houses that don't agree, but the overwhelming majority of the chiefs look like they are supporting this, so I'm gonna follow through. And we're gonna reestablish what we said. It's reasonable. So there you go. A call for apprentices. And noises in the night. So we go boop, boop, boop. That's what we do. You see, this is why the pact is so important. We squabble sometimes, but we're like a family. Agree? Yeah. So let's see. Yeah, all is square now. I agree. Let's see what happens here. Vitamin Chi. Bad news, Your Majesty. A meddling wizard has set up shop in Hartsburg. I believe it is Gordius, the Stone Talker. Tell me more about this wizard, actually. Yeah. Gordius has dominion over rock and metal and stone and the deep places of Celestia. He's put out a call for new apprentices, which is a rare event. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for many. Oh, hi, Vitamin Chi. Hello. Glad to see you. Welcome back. I thought you had gone. Droves of unwashed glory-seeking common folk from all over the marsh are lining up for their chance. Not just peasants. I, Clinks the Bone Fletcher, looking cool, by the way, have also decided to apply. The competition will be fierce, but those villagers are no match. I will be the most powerful noble this council has ever seen. I don't know why. Quite the name, yeah. That's appreciated, Risk Player. That's very appreciated. You couldn't put your clothes on if it wasn't for your servant's help. We can't let this go ahead. To have a potential wizard in the council would present a clear and dangerous conflict of interest. Then we shall assemble the council. My dear council, what do we do? Do we grab the 800? Do we grab the 800 here? I mean, I think it's just the council's decision, right? Start vote. I think it's just the council's decision. We're square. We reapacificated, if that's a word. Let me actually look it up. Is that a word in English? Riappacificare? I'm feeling very Italian translation tonight. It doesn't exist in Italian either, never mind. But yeah, repacify or something like that, you know? Reciprocated. Reciprocated. The kingdom needs money for war? That's a good point. Then that's what we do. Tycho! Thank you so much for being here. I hope you had a good time. Have a great night. I'll see you around next time. Take care. Let's go. The required forfeits his noble title. I suppose that's an acceptable compromise. Clinks begins his journey to Hartsburg immediately. His successor, Chief Clinks the Bone Fletcher II, inherits his position at the council, but the treasury confiscates the vast majority of his wealth as payment. Gordius' presence in Hartsburg attracts all sorts of visitors, though the power of his latent magic starts to wield crops for miles around. All regions. Oh, I thought it was the other regions. Never mind. Reciprocity. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, see? Yeah, we just replanted. Gorditas the Taco Bell mage. It's a good one. Noises in the night. It's a starry winter night, just like any other, until you awake to screaming in the courtyard. Get up and investigate the sound. Oh, Lelkatlen, no! Don't do that. Don't do that. Good or bad. Good or bad. Thank you for being the hero, though. I appreciate your presence. I appreciate your sleepful presence. Use Asgal as human shield. Oh, you're very welcome, Lelkatlen. It's always nice to have you. Thank you. It's nice of you. Like an ASMR. It's making me smile now. Thank you. It's nice of you to say. Hope you have a good night. See you again next time. Feed Asgal to the Christian. No. Get up and investigate. You too. Have a great night. Take care. Or morning, yeah. Robins leap from your eyes. You trudge over to the window and push it open. A cool breeze washes over you, as does the pale light of the crescent moon. Then you hear it again. A blood-curdling scream followed by the sounds of shouting down below. Then, a deep, guttural roar. Something is attacking the palace watch. Find a weapon and head downstairs. You look around the room. There's an assortment of arms to choose from. Your parents' old sword? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Brandishing the weapon in your hand, you get a feel for its weight. The one they wielded during the rebellion. Hell yes. Brandishing the weapon in your hand, you get a feel for its weight before slowly pushing open the chamber door. Your honor guard are nowhere to be found. Yeah. It said parent. Did I misspoke? Did I misspeak? Sorry. What on Celestath are you doing? Don't go out there. Move silently. Stepping bravely into the darkness, you begin your search for the source of the horrible noise. No, we were repacificated. We were PJ. Now we're square. Like, we fixed everything and we're good. Welcome back, sweet. Just in time. What the hell happened to your arm? Stepping bravely into the darkness, you begin your search for the source of the horrible noise. The silence is more than you can bear. Despite Asgel's protests, the two of you tiptoe down the keep spiral staircase, listening for clues. Yes. I think... Okay. I thought I said parent. Oh, never mind. There's another scream. This time it's much closer. I think it's Robin's sword from the rebellion. Yeah, Asgel is bait. There's another scream. This time it's much closer, around the next corner. The watchman is thrown against the wall in front of you, falling limp to the ground. Before you can react, the creature appears in the dim torchlight. A hulking, mutated, ursine figure stands before you on two legs, its maw dripping with blood. You don't have time to think before it roars. The sound is deafening, and I like to think it's Robin's sword. Yes. Yes. I like to think that Robin, the second, sees the creature, is terrified at first, and then looks in its eyes, and she recognizes what's in her too. She knows that bestiality, that feral nature. Holy shit. Asgel screams loud enough to wake a troll, but the bear pays him no mind. It has eyes only for you. And you know what? We're gonna attack. We're going to freaking attack. Because... Oh, wait. This is the thing. There's an animal spirit. There's an animal fury in her, right? So, my first thought was, she's feral too. She might be feral. She's feral too. So, she sees this animal glance, frenzied in front of her, and she reacts with aggression like a beast would do. But, on the other hand, she's been taught to suppress it and to channel it. You know? I like this. I think what happens is Robin II sees the feral... Yeah, this is a bear, yeah. Let me finish this. I think what happens is Robin II sees the feral glance in this creature's eyes and has a... Her instinct is to lunge. The beast inside her wants her to lunge ahead. But then all the study that she did with the commoners makes her breathe deeply and just wait that little longer so that the beast lunges at her and she can defend. You wait for the beast to make a move, looking it straight in the black pits of its eyes, which are like your eyes, the eyes you see in your dreams that you've stared into so many times, and you've learned to know and to control and to stare down. When the bear swings at you, you're ready. You dive out of the way and prepare a counterattack. But the beast simply bats your sword away. It flies out of your grip, clattering to the ground on the far side of the room. You find yourself defenseless, staring down your own death. The bear closes in on you, taking swipe after swipe. You can only dodge so many times before its claws catch you, raking your arm. Clutching the wound in pain, you fall to the ground. The bear towers over you as if savoring the kill. You almost think it grins. What do you want from me? Your pleas fall on deaf ears. The beast raises a claw to strike a killing blow. But before you can be sent to the thereafter, your honor guard finally come rushing to the rescue. Kill the beast, protect the queen. Your marcher veterans leap valiantly into battle, but this is no ordinary fight. Their honed skills and tactics are less useful against an inhuman foe such as this, and many pay the ultimate price for their hesitation. When the battle subsides and the beast finally collapses, the room is littered with bodies. Your honor guard have been wiped out, and only the marshal remains. I came as fast as I could, your majesty. What in the name of the ninth god is the beast? Who cares for Asbel? Because we don't want people to know Vitamin Chi. It's dead now. And that's what matters? No, get this thing out of my sight. Because she knows what it is. Yes, your majesty, right away. The creature's body is dragged away and eventually donated to the University of Quail for further study. Stories spread of your bravery and martial prowess. Commoners and nobles alike find new respect for the queen who has slain a bear in her nightgown. Meanwhile, the wound you sustained in battle takes a long time to heal. Thankfully, it doesn't appear to be infected. Your physician expects you to make a full recovery. Eventually. Yeah. And if we don't win here, that's gonna be really interesting. Because we're probably gonna get more dreams, and you know, the curse is gonna start again. With renewed strength. We might be a woman bear pig now, you're right! I think that's the case, yeah. I think the way you spell it is where is this. You know, it's like with the numlaut. Where bear. Where bear. Like this, yeah. Oh, that's it, yeah. That's it. That's how you spelled it. Ambition. Let's see if we have what it takes to keep things under control. For the last few months, your marshal has been crisscrossing the kingdom, drumming up troops in preparation for your first strike against the Ashmedan Empire. Today at last she's returned, and she's brought one of the patricians with her. Your Majesty, the nobles are proving reluctant to commit their soldiers to your cause. They've sent a delegation to speak with you. Your August Majesty, of course we will support a war with the accursed dogs of Ashmead. Of course we do. We're more patriotic than anyone, but we're concerned about the harvest. Your Marshal is telling us to raise all our able-bodied levies. If we do that, who's going to gather the crops? The kingdom could starve. We wouldn't want that. Just them cowardice if you ask me, Your Majesty. But all the nobles are echoing this nonsense. The fools are worried about going hungry for a few years. Until we can persuade them that the kingdom will survive, they won't commit their full forces to our banner. Yeah, that was Tycho. Yeah. 90%. Assure Lord Patrician Tycho that the kingdom can survive a few bad harvests. Tycho, please cooperate. Please. Thank you, Tycho. Thank you, Tycho. As a supporter of the kingdom, I appreciate that. By the 9th, Your August Majesty, you're right. The kingdom can survive a few hungry winters if it means teaching those Ashmeadian bastards a lesson. That's the spirit. I trust we have the backing of the patricians in starting the war, huh? Yes, Your Serene Highness. Let's do this. Fantastic. One by one, your marshal approaches the nobles of the council, seeking their approval for the launch of a war against Ashmead. When it comes to a war, you can rely on the barons, Your Highness. Let's go give the Ashmeadians a kicking. Hey, Your Majesty, the chiefs never back down from a fight. You have our axes. The nobles are united behind the idea of a war on Ashmead, Your Majesty. Finally. Finally. I'll assemble the troops at once. Farewell, Your Majesty. When your marshal returns to the capital a month later, she is at the head of an army. The soldiers set up camps outside the city walls, their armor gleaming crimson in the light of dawn. Inspect your troops. 90%. Troops, be nice to me, please. Show me that you support the pact. Fuck. From afar it is impressive. Up close, it's not a pretty sight. We should win. Yeah, sure. Attention, line up for the queen. You ride your horse up and down the line, a pit opening in your stomach. Is this all the troops you have? There are less than 10,000 here. To make matter worse, they're not exactly elite units. Some soldiers are leaning on their halberds, fast asleep. Others are wearing their armor backwards. One is trying to pick his nose with his sword. Marshal, is this the best you could do? I can only apologize, Your Majesty. The army is in a sorry state. Look at that one, he's got no pants on. We need more men. You're right, Your Majesty. We need to spend some time whipping our soldiers into shape before we can hope to defeat the Ashmeadians. To improve your chance of victory, just don't trust the game. Just don't trust the game. We're gonna keep these. Easing the tensions in the name of knowledge and the stone freaking maiden. Alright, so let's do something here. We've been going on for a while, I feel. Yeah, almost 4 hours. And I'm out of water and I need to drink something. So let's take a quick break, alright? I haven't taken a break for almost 4 hours. So let's take like a 3 to 4 minute break, 5 minute break, something like that. Let's do that. Yeah, exactly. I need some water. I'm probably gonna get a cough drop as well because my throat is starting to hurt a little bit. So yeah, let me run some ads. Like I'm gonna do 3 minutes of ads and take like a 4 minute break. Let's do that. So yeah, go grab a drink or a snack. Grab a toilet. I'm gonna be back in about 4 minutes. Ads incoming. See you in a little bit. Thank you for being here. Alright, welcome back everyone. Break is over. Break is over. I've got water. I got my cough drop. I'm good to go. So what do we do here? What do we do here? I would say, let's take a look at knowledge. Thank you for sticking around, by the way. I really appreciate it. I would say let's do knowledge, maiden, tension. Boom. So, for reasons you cannot quite fathom, a cloth-covered cart is wheeled into your court. It stinks all the way to the thereafter. Your Highness, I bring troubling news. That better not be what I think it is. This is the body of one of the Palace Watch. At least it was. He was slain a few months ago in your castle after trying to kill you. Do you recall? I was attacked. The bear? Just so, Your Majesty, this is he, transformed by some terrible curse. With your permission, I'd like to study him further to determine the curse's origins. The university would pay handsomely for the privilege, Your Highness. Yeah, the castle is honestly the best game to play with chat. 100% agree. Jackbox is fun and all, but I like this better. Me too, like infinitely. Like since this game has come out, I've only played this game on stream. It's been almost a year, so. So yeah, you know, this is the game that I've been waiting. Like, I had been streaming for a few years, and I've always tried to find a, you know, some way to interact with chat that felt like this. This is exactly what I wanted. Do it, implication for the fact, research them. I feel like the queen would want to study the beast to maybe cure herself. Oh, that's a great point, actually. You're right. Because my initial thought was, no, the man has suffered enough. But that makes a lot of sense. You know, out of compassion, out of empathy. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. You may study the beast if you think it will help. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Absolutely. You permit the study of the creature despite the clergy's grumbling. Weeks later, startling news reaches your ears. There is a massacre at the university with a similar beast killing a score of professors and students alike, including Professor Drayden. This time, no chances are taken. The dead are burned immediately, including the beast, felled eventually by the city watch. You hope this is the last you ever hear of this curse. Me too. And we didn't find out anything? We didn't find out anything? Fuck! Fuck! Fuck. Stone Maiden. Thank God. For a moment, I thought that Lurks would be. Behold, my liege. Baron that which lurks, aka the Chancellor, pulls aside a tarpaulin to reveal a granite statue of Baron Thrifty Tokens. Give me a second here. Let me finish up this thing. A granite statue of Baron Thrifty Tokens. The statue is impeccably detailed, its expression a frozen grimace. If I'm not seeing, you can, yeah. A sad sight, is it not? That's not a statue, is it? Astutely observed, Your Majesty, this is all that remains of my fellow Baron. It seems the Stone Maiden is abroad in the march. Isn't there a fairy tale about her? Old women scare their children with tales of her, yeah. She is a walking statue with burning yellow eyes. All who meet her gaze are turned to stone. She sleeps for years at a time before waking and terrorizing the kingdom. She must have ambushed Baron Thrifty Tokens on his latest hunting trip. Please, my liege, we must do something. Rest in peace, Thrifty. So... Wow, not the army. Wizard? Wizard time? How do we feel about wizards? Feel good about wizard, right? 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 Yeah, let me give you money to get a wizard. Let me give you money to hire a wizard to take care of this, and use the money that we have to solve our problems. Why not? Why not? That sounds great. Give me my wizard. That sounds like a logical course of action to me. Can we stack a hat on the wizard too? You can try. I have a feeling that might not end well for you, but you might try. Unless it's a wizard that is all about hats, you know? That has power over hats. Then yeah. Alright, it looks like it's going to be A, but I'm going to give you a few more seconds, because if you vote A now, you're going to get some free money. So I'm going to count down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Boom. Hesperus just in time. You send out word that you need the wizard and fast. A few days later, one arrives and presents a hideous spectacle indeed. The wizard is a smoking ruin of twisted slag, mouth stretched in a silent scream, carried into your throne room atop a palanquin. He's set down carefully by a team of sickly-looking apprentices. I hear you are having trouble with the woman who turns people to stone. A matter I regretfully have some experience with. Ha ha ha. Creepy. I can make this problem go away for the advertised fee and a small sacrifice. All I require is one with the queen's teeth. For what possible reason? Yeah, he's the guy who was settling down earlier in the march. In the march, right? Yeah. That's wizard business. Oh god. You survey the worried faces of your nobles, allowing this wizard to pull out a royal tooth looks weak, but condemning your citizens looks cowardly. Fuck. Well, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Fine, take the tooth. For the good of the people. One of Gorgias' apprentices steps forward and whips out a pair of pliers. It's over in a flash. I hope it's not an incisive. Thank you, Your Majesty. These will make a fine addition to my collection. Yeah, that hurt. At least Gorgias sticks to his promises. Within a week, the Stone Maiden's eyes are dark. She's a statue once more, silent and unmoving, with village children dancing around on her and pigeons making messes on her head. God. Yeah, I'm the queen, yeah. Yeah, I'm the queen. I'm absolutely the queen. Easing the tension. Your Majesty, nobles of the council, tensions are running high, but the kingdom itself is stable. Perhaps it's time we forget our past troubles and come together as friends. Oh, sorry. Is it okay now? Is it okay now? Yeah? Yeah, okay, good. I was saying, yeah, Ethan, you usually die very quickly, so I'm surprised. And I have no idea what else I said, so yeah. Okay. Thank you for letting me know. I must have accidentally muted it. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Kenneth. So, yeah, lurks with the double screen time here. Changing outfit. Alright. Let's continue. Your Majesty, why don't we hold a vote on a team-building exercise to help you and the council trust each other again? Pact party, right. exchange of gifts, friendly fashion competition. It's not a stupid idea. What do we want to do, my dear nobles? Fashion show? Fashion show, right? How about a fishing trip? Oh, that would be so cool. I kind of feel like a fashion show. A fishing trip would be perfect. Fashion competition would be really, you know, in theme for us. I'm already, like, I was thinking about, like, a few days ago, I was thinking, God, I cannot wait for the next one we do. I think it was a cool thing. I have stainless is a full thing. Typical Kurthian lack of humor. Alright. Fashion competition it is. Let's go. Kinda, of course. There you are. You're an angry redhead. An angry ginger. Would you be so kind as to redeem it, Ethan, so I can do it? Friendly fashion competition. Wonderful. I'll make the arrangements at once. A cash prize shall go to the winning noble, I think. Yeah, that makes sense. The nobles of the council begin murmuring. A fashion show? They better buy some new jewelry and dig out their finest outfits. Hey, Zalander, welcome and thank you for joining. How you doing? You are a patrician. There you are. You cannot join the barons, unfortunately. That only works at the very start of a dynasty. In the very first join screen. Thank you for redeeming, Ethan. You are... This is where you are. That's a marvelous beard. Good job. Hope you're doing well, Slander. Naval? Yeah. I'd rather say Kurthian. Let's go. So... The fashion show, a new honor guard. So, let's do the honor guard first. So we can put in practice the new directives from the Pact Revision Council. Hereby invite you to see the naval duel. I'm gonna read that tomorrow because it's late. But I think that the monarch would participate if it's an official thing. So let me see. What did the new law say? The deaths of your honor guard in the line of duty was a tragedy, Your Majesty, but we don't have time to mourn. We must replace them at once. The Queen needs protection. Yes, I know. Of course, since your previous honor guard were martial veterans who will never live to elect their pensions, the barons refuse to send any more of their hard-beaten soldiers to die in your service. It's, wait, tell me about the Northern Warriors, blah blah blah. I have made my decision. It's patrician, right? It says, if the honor guard should fall, they will be replaced by the guard of the monarch's home region. So it will be oily boys. Indeed, coastal gladiators. Fantastic. Very good, Your Majesty. I will make the arrangements at once. There you go. The gladiators arrive a few weeks later. The men are bare-chested and the women are dressed, eager to show off their bodies as much as their weaponry. They gather behind your throne and begin oiling themselves up. This always gets me. I don't like that. I am glad. I'm really glad, yes. I'm impressed and glad. They're so oily, no bear can eat them alive. This makes me think back to The Simpsons. There's that episode where Willie gets smeared with grease to go through the vents. You know what through the air ducts. You know what I'm talking about? They're here for the fashion show. I hope somebody remembers what I'm talking about here, because otherwise it's gonna sound like a very weird. Exactly, Kenneth. Thank you. Grace me up, woman. That's the one. Thank you, because that sounded like a really weird story. Fashion show, of course. Let's go. When Robert was stealing grease, I think that was the one, right? Yeah. You enter the council hall to find it transformed. The walls are bedecked with mirrors and jewels, and the long table has been repurposed as a catwalk. Sound familiar? We're still going, yeah. That's a weird idea, yeah, Lurks. That's a weird image. Your Majesty, welcome to the kingdom's very first fashion show. It's not the first, we did one before, and that probably wasn't even the first because I think Hoy did another one. Remember, you'll be voting on which of these nobles is the best dressed. Lord Patrician sparse corruption struts confidently down the catwalk, posing outrageously and blowing you a kiss. Okay. I'm fabulous, am I not? Very good. Next. Baroness Improbable Kate stomps down the catwalk with a face like thunder. Once she reaches the catwalk's end, she strikes a formidable pose. Arms folded, legs apart. Okay. This is a total waste of time. What? I think it's stunning. Chief Bazinga does some kind of a pagan dance down the catwalk, featuring a lot of foot stomping and hand clapping. Once they reach the catwalk's end, they hurl an axe clear across the council hall, thudding into the wall. Hoo-ha! Check out the goods, don't be shy. Bravo, a devastating display. And of course, our last competitor is the Queen herself. Get up on that stage, Your Majesty. I kind of feel like Robin probably doesn't really, you know, it's probably really out of place in this. Want me to slay? Well, maybe I can do it. Not with my fangs, though. Let's freaking do it. Hell yes! Hell yeah! Here you go! You pout and pose and pirouette like a pro. Alliteration there. The nobles applaud until dust falls from the ceiling. Damn! There you go. There you go. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. I'm going to be calling for unity even if it doesn't do anything. I'll let you vote. This is so good. That's why she's my queen. There you go. The 50% success here means that somehow the 100% ambition roll will fill. Fuck. Well, thank you. Oh god, I punched the heater again. Well, thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. You're so kind. You're too kind. Too kind. I don't deserve all that. I don't deserve this. I don't deserve this. You're too gentle. You all were wonderful. You all were absolutely wonderful. Yeah, Bazinga was great. I mean, if I had to vote, I would have probably voted for Bazinga, but the other two were really close. The axe is what got me. Thank you, everyone. And the winner is the Queen. Congratulations, Your Majesty. Of course, it just means that you get your own prize money back, but it's nice to know that the nobles think you're stylish. Or that you're eager to suck up to you. Or that they are eager to suck up to you. Either one's a win. Her legacy may be of winning a fashion show. I take it. I take it. Well, everyone. Let's now see if we can conquest Ashmead as well as we conquest. Let's do that again. Let's see if we can conquer. Let's do it again. Let's see if we can conquer Ashmead as well as we can conquer. Let's do it again. Let's see if we can conquer the Ashmeadan Empire as well as we conquered the catwalk. It only took like 15 tries. Good, great. The axe is what got me at PJ the First when Asgal executed him for bringing news of rebellion. You did a great showing, Kate. Improvocate. Yeah, now you strike your stuff in the battlefield. Exactly. As well as you can conquest your phrasing. We'll edit it in post. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I don't know what happened to my language center there. That's definitely a blooper, yeah. Alright, let's go. Ambition Conquest. Let's conquest the conquest. Your soldiers have set up camp outside the city walls, their armor gleaming crimson in the light of dawn. I've done my best to whip them into shape for a proper war, and they're ready. It's a 100% chance. We are so ready. We're so ready. Inspect your troops. The camp stretches for miles outside the walls of the city. The ground has been turned to mud under tens of thousands of fashionable boots. As you approach, you are greeted by an awesome sight. Rank upon rank of hard-faced footmen holding swords aloft. Knights on horseback, their plate mail glinting with glitter. Archers and crossbowmen training furiously, hitting target after target. Beautiful, ain't it? We're so ready. We are so ready. Let's march. We're gonna bring Ashmead down with fashion. That's how we do it. Your soldiers let out a full-throated roar. For the kingdom, for the queen. The army is a vast, stinking, hungry monster that swallows up the landscape as it marches south. When you arrive at the border, your soldiers spill across like a flood, sweeping away the surprised Ashmeadian sentries in their path. To tell the truth, you don't see much of the fighting. Your job is just to give inspirational speeches before the battle starts. Wave a sword around, then duck back in your tent. Despite that, or perhaps because of that, your first Ashmeadian campaign is a huge success. By the time you return to the capital for winter, you've conquered almost 100 miles of territory along the border. As the city gates swing open, you're greeted by a rush of joyous sound. Clapping, cheering, peasants are throwing roses at your carriage. Trailing behind you, of course, is also a retinue of wounded soldiers, nursing deep-seated trauma and grieving their lost comrades. The peasants largely ignore them. That's exactly what we do, can it? All hail the Queen, the conquering hero! Wave to your adoring fans. The cheering somehow gets louder. They really think you're a hero, even though you spent most of your time in a tent looking at maps. It's great. Lemon Square, we just won the war. When you return to the palace, your husband is waiting for you, your heir Robin III in his arms. My darling, you're finally back. I've been breathlessly following the tales of your conquest. We have so much to talk about. Little Robin III has been growing up so fast in your absence. Sorry, dear, but the council has requested a meeting. Oh, of course. Well, hurry back, my love. I'm taking notes on something. As you step back into the council's presence for the first time in many months, the nobles all look up at you with trepidation. Don't touch Robin III, you must. Yeah, thank you. I fucking hate that guy. Like, war was only an excuse to get away from me. Welcome back, Your Esteemed Highness. Let me be the first to congratulate you on your victory. Ah, some bootlicking here. I appreciate that, Captain. But now we can get back to the business of ruling. There are many votes that need your attention. Did you forget there's a war on? But what about democracy? The Constitution? Did the Queen misspeak? We may have won a victory, but Ashmead will strike back and strike back hard. We don't have time for votes. We need to prepare. And if you squabbling bastards don't unite behind the Queen right away, you'll wake up next year with Ashmeadian soldiers in your bedchambers. Do I make myself clear? Crystal. But let's begin discussing plans for our next campaign. That was a little bit too... I need to cough. Hey, my liege, whatever you say. Ah. After that, the nobles never defy you again, but it's not like your life gets easier. Your Majesty, I hate to interrupt your meeting, but I just received word that the Ashmedean Empire is marching on our newly conquered territories. They're sending 30 regiments. We need to mobilize immediately. With a sigh... Wait, let me write something. Alright. With a sigh, you head back to the palace to say goodbye to your husband. Here we go again. GG! GG, everyone. This was good. This was actually tense. Unable to convince the peasants to act in time, the Baron's scheme fizzled into irrelevancy. Perhaps next time, they'd take matters into their own hands instead of hinging their plans on the whims of common folk. The attempts to burst to the northern cause was doomed to failure. Eventually, the wizard, bored of these mortal quabbles, trapped Chief PJ II in a bubble of silence from which they never escaped. PJ, sorry to say that you're dead. The patrician's attempt to replace the queen's advisors never panned out. One night, Lady Patrician Hesperus awoke to find a smiling spymaster holding a knife to her throat and kindly asking her to desist. And then they did sexy things because they are kinky like that, you know. Queen Robin II's reign spanned another 15 glorious years, mostly spent fighting in foreign fields. She conquered land from Tamerlane and Ashmead, lost in campaign to get it back. By the time the old warrior died, she was battle-scarred and celebrated as a hero. But most of all, she was tired. Sapphic win, indeed. And that's a clip. God damn it. Yeah, right. The woman who just threatened me is making out with me. Yep, indeed. Clip immediately. I knew it. If you do clip it, please do let me know because I want to see it. I'm not even sure what I said. Queen Robin II, the Conqueror. This is so good. This is good. Howitzer being the richest one. Clinks unfortunately being the poorest one. Last night I was the spymaster, now I'm fucking the spymaster. Yeah, you might have a kink yourself, you know. This is great. Going to war the rest of her life just to avoid Asgard. Yeah, that checks out. Yeah. And this is going to... Oh my god, look at this. Robin III. Scarred, inside and out. Wow. This looks cool. I like this portrait. This reign was good because it was gripping so many back and forth moments. Yes! Asgard again, Robin II dealing with parents' legacy, and Robin II gonna have an interesting childhood. Or Robin III, you mean, right? Yeah. No, this was so good. This was so good. Yeah. Robin III has seen some things. Yes. And I think Asgard gave them this card. You know, I think that card was actually given by Robin II. Probably during his parent session, you know? Listen to this. Yeah, I think this is gonna be one messed up king, to be quite honest. I think that what happened was, in one of the rare visits, while Robin III was still a child... No, not in a moment of madness. Listen. Robin II came back from war and was visiting for, you know, a few weeks, few months, or whatever it was, before the next campaign. And Robin III was still a child. And they used to spar, right? Like, they used to spar. Because the child was learning to use swords. So probably when he was young adolescent. They were teaching him to use swords, and his mother was like, "Oh, show me. Yeah, we can spar together." But she was so used to war at that point that at some point she just freaking fucking forgot that she was in front of a child that was actually not that good at fighting, and, you know, probably just cut him. You know, just went at him too violently and scarred him. Because she was like, her whole life was war at that point. Yeah. That's worse, right? Yes. Yeah, more muscle memory, exactly. Not used anymore to doing things differently. Yeah. So that's the story of this card. This is gonna be a fucked up person. Poor Robin III. Like if the pact doesn't crumble with this monarch, with this king here, I think there's a good chance that it goes for the long run. I have a bad feeling about this poor guy. Raised by Asgel, the asshole, and by a traumatized mother. This is, yeah, mental and physical trauma, yeah. We'll see. I trust the council. Like, if the council manages to keep the pack together next time, I think we're golden. I don't think it's just really... I don't think it's bad per se, but it's gonna have to deal with a lot of trauma. Yeah, Robin III cracking at the seams and yet still going somehow. And I think it's gonna be really interesting to see how he's going to develop during his reign, you know? It was the Conqueror. Robin II the Conqueror. Yeah, raised by Asgel, right? Because his mother was away. Robin II was at war. Yeah. Oh no, he is gonna get married. He is absolutely gonna get married. Probably believing naively that he can do better, or hoping that you know it can be better. But I think it's gonna be interesting. Like, I think he's gonna start from a very weak position internally, and it's gonna be really interesting to see how the events that come up, the council's influence, and the roleplay make him develop. I have no idea. Like, I have a decent idea already. I have a good idea already who Robin III is going to be when the game starts. I have absolutely no idea who Robin III is going to be when the game ends. So I'm really excited to see how it goes. Really excited. Dealing with 2 curses? Jesus. His mother accidentally cutting him in the cheek during a sparring session, witnessing his father's gambling addiction, and suffering from his parents' crumbling marriage. Yeah, he has it rough at the start, for sure. Yeah. True, Maito, yeah. Absolutely. I feel like this was a really good reign. Really cool. Like, we had a bunch of throwbacks, you know, from previous reigns, and like... I think it was on a bad trajectory at first, and then it started recuperating, you know, getting back up. I had a good time. This was good. Like, if someone wants to do the stats analysis again, I would be really curious to see how the stats have changed compared to the previous reign. Because I don't think they're that much better. They're probably a little bit worse than they were. So yeah. This is cool. Unless the worst possible option happens that Robin is a hybrid werebear and werebear pig, probably. Terrible. A bear with the pig snout. I feel for this guy. We'll see how it goes though, right? Like, maybe he pulls it together. That's fantastic. Awesome. Yeah, if you post it, I'm gonna be really curious to see it. The dreaded man bear pig, yeah. All right, this was good. This was really good. Cool stuff. Thank you so much for playing, everyone. This was episode 4 of the Chain Pact Dynasty, not the Bear Claw Dynasty, the Chain Pact Dynasty. We're gonna be back with episode 5 next Wednesday at around 9:30 p.m. Central European Time. Thanks so much for playing. Keep being creative, keep role playing. I'll see you next week.